Hello, everybody. Everybody's having a wonderful day so far. Hopefully my computer's done crashing at this point. It was crashing and my headset was just static. I think both of those are fixed now. Today it's time for a new game called Memories in Orbit. Normally I'd start with the save select screen, but I don't know if this button is going to immediately start the game or not. Being just one that says, wake up. And I have a feeling it's just immediately starting the game. Okay. It's you. Okay, I've actually never seen, anything of this game. I've seen you, I think, in my dreams. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I have no idea what's going on. I have no clue what's actually going on. We're zooming out. I suspect we might be that dot in the middle that's going down. Potentially. I'm really not sure where we are or what any of this means yet. Yeah, I did just start the game, so understandable. Okay, we went past a bunch of symbols of some sort. I'm assuming that's us, because I don't have anything else to indicate who or what we are yet. And that seems like as good of an assumption as any. In my dreams, we walked together, braving her depths. Okay, oh, this is us. Okay, I can jump. Yeah, I can jump. A haven among the stars, gently spinning. A world unto herself, carrying us along. A delicate clockwork, ticking away. Okay, this is definitely us. Chambers so vast, they seemed endless. Tremendous bridges arched across the void. Gardens hung in spirals, basking in the glow of 1,000 suns. Oh, we have a double jump ability. Oh. It's just immediate. It's like immediately giving us movement tech. I like how it taught us that. In my dreams. Was it a dream? Yeah, I like how it taught us that by giving us a wall just slightly too high for our single jump. She was more than a home. She was alive in her own way. I wonder, is her heart still beating? Or is it like mine? Little more than a dying ember. Yeah, I do like how the game taught the double jump by just giving us a slightly too high of a jump, or of a spot to jump up. Oh, but we're no longer abstract line art. It looked like something just got downloaded into our brain. Presumably us. I think we got downloaded into our own brain there. I am curious what that robot in the background was. I think the game wants me to go left, so I'm going to go right first. Yeah, what was that in the background? I don't know those symbols that just appeared in the corner of the screen are. And it looks like the game's volume is also decent. It's hard for me to tell sometimes how loud I need to make the game on stream versus for myself. Junk pile. Nacre droplets can be salvaged from this. What button? Can I press any of the buttons to do something? Okay, I can press this button to attack the junk pile. Okay, that seems to be some sort of attack button. Yeah. New game also means entirely new set of controls for me to learn. Okay, because yeah. Okay, Do I have a dodge? I do not have a dodge. That appears to be my health bar in the corner. And that appears to not be a very large health bar, which is concerning, and I don't see it regenerating at all. Yeah, I don't see our health bar regenerating at all, but I definitely took a hit there. And I don't think following these actually does anything. I got some sort of energy out of attacking that. Because I don't see... Oh, I can, like, kind of slightly rotate the camera? I can slightly rotate the camera. That's the doorway. I don't want to go through the doorway yet. I want to keep platforming around and seeing if I can find anything. Because I don't have it. It does not appear that I have any sort of dash. I do see a platform off to the right. If I can, like, go under here. Ooh. I don't know if this takes me anywhere useful. Flash memory. Connection lost. Download? Bits of data recovered on a dead unit, despite its complete shutdown. I can press this button to investigate. Okay, oh, we have self-awareness as a modifier. Display our status on the screen. The fact that our health bar is apparently a item we have to equip is interesting. And then this is the item we just picked up. Yeah, alert. Connection to the heart has been lost. Energy levels dropping. Core systems decaying. Recovery protocol failure. Not enough power. This unit will be permanently shut down. This unit is not afraid. This is just like going into sleep mode. That's mildly sad. Not connected. I don't know what this means, the fact that we're not connected to the spine. I also don't know what a network gate is for installing or uninstalled while attuned to a network gate. I don't know what those are. A near beyond repair. That does not appear to be something I can interact with. That doesn't look like something I can interact with. It looks like we do just run back and forth, even though it looks like we're kind of in like 2.5D right now, instead of just a flat game. Because like there is a little bit of side to side, but it looks like we can't really run in every direction. I didn't even know if this game was 2D or 3D. And I still don't really. Uh-oh. That doesn't seem good. That really does not seem good. Did we just get an extra health bar, or did we just get... Also, like, the flashbang of that scene. It's very dark in my room, and the screen is now all white. Okay, I attempted to attack there, and it did not work. I kind of got a little bit stuck. Okay, we can at least move again? Yeah, that got very, very, very bright for a second there. That is in the foreground, not something I can actually get to. Yeah, this game seems to have at least some level of, like, platformer built into it also, which is interesting. What? It's the movement. The movement does feel quite good so far. I can air stall. I don't know if that helps me at all because I don't really move in the air when I attack that much. Okay, I do have a little bit of air stall ability. I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Ooh, are we sneaking through the pipes now? I'm definitely going to take advantage of the fact that we have an air stall ability. At presumably the first moment I fell down. Yeah, presumably the first moment possible. Door locked from the other side. Nexus attune. Is this the network hub? / respawn point slash... Okay, because I can actually just completely disable my ability to see my own status. I feel like that's mildly concerning, though it doesn't appear to do what... Some games that you can remove your own status indicator basically just insta-kill you if you do that. Door locked, requires silo access bridge. Interesting. I also don't know what that item is. The severed spine. That's a slightly creepy area name. The door to the left just needed me to get to the other side of it? Okay. I hear footsteps. How curious. I thought everyone would be disconnected after that last tremor. Apparently we're not disconnected, and apparently we're some sort of robot of some variety. That's what I've gathered so far. Okay. Oh, I'm guessing those might be a ability that I need to actually trigger those. Also, we're still only at 2 health, despite the fact that we've rested at one of those rest points, which is... Oh. Mildly concerning. Now we're at 1 health because we just got squished by the elevator. Workshop the Spine Apartments. Okay, that's... There is a lot of stuff all of a sudden that we... Or at least a lot of places all of a sudden that we might be able to go. Thank the pearls. You survived the tremor too. Come over here. I need your help. I don't like taking orders from random creatures in a game that I don't know what anything is. Actually, I'm not even sure this is a creature. It's a strange tube. Okay. Samsk. Samsk? That last tremor was nasty. I was really afraid I'd be the last one standing. Glad to see I was wrong. Anyway. As I said, I need your help. My friend Tomo's been missing and... Well, after what just happened, I'm worried sick about them. Would you mind taking a look around with me? I'd do it myself, but most of the pipes I use to travel around are sealed. I need someone to open them from the outside. The best spot to start looking is right below us. You might have to take a detour or two to reach it, but it shouldn't be too far away. Be careful on your way. I'd hate to be looking for 2 missing units instead of 1. Is that going to be... My theory is that that's going to turn into our fast travel system. That's at least what I think is probably going to happen. I thought that might have been a hole in the floor. That is not a hole in the floor. And that glass seems to be fairly sturdy. Fairly sturdy glass there. I do wonder how we actually heal. Or maybe we are just actually at 2 max health right now. I'm not sure what those black dots are. I'm not sure what those 2 black dots are. It doesn't look like I can actually go anywhere else off to the left past that point, though. At least so far as I can see. Does this heal my 1 damage? Okay. This does heal my 1. Ooh. That was a loud sneeze. Yeah, that does heal my 1 damage. So I do have... I think apparently just 2 health right now. I'm not sure what those... Because the 2 white ones I think are my health. Okay, oh, that door is also locked from the other side. Are all the doors locked? Because I don't think I can go up anywhere. I can do like different directions of attack. That might come in useful. Yeah, I don't see anywhere else I can go right away. Oh, I suppose I can go up the elevator. Because we are in workshop. We can, I think, go to level 1 spine. Okay. That's somewhere. Door locked from the other side. Hello. Yeah, that door is definitely locked. Anyone? Okay, there is definitely someone there. I could use a little help here. Oh, he's like stuck in the door. Yeah, that creature's like stuck in the door. This door I can open. Seems like I use my hair to interact with the world. I suppose that might make sense if I'm like a robot of some sort and these are all machines. Okay, that is big. There is somebody standing on the bridge. That gives me concern. The world is ending. Surely now the shell will open for me. I don't think I have a way to interact with just arbitrary... Like, I don't know if I have just an arbitrary interact button if the game's not prompting me for it. Door locked. Requires the aviary's passepartout. I feel like that might be a or like a translation bug and or just a term that I'm not familiar with. I am patient. I can wait a little longer. But either way, that door appears to be locked until I have an aviary's key. I'm just going to call it a key because I'm pretty sure that's what it actually accounts to or amounts to. It's some sort of key. Okay, I can go up further. That door is openable also. We're in apartments. The right door is not openable. There are a lot of places we can't go yet, which has me, oh gosh, has me mildly concerned. I'd also very much like a dash ability of some sort at some point, because I keep trying to dash and it just keeps not doing anything. I'm not even trying to be hitting the button that will give me dash. Oh, the grass is angry. Gotcha. That is probably good to know. Do not touch the red angry grass. It slightly hurts. I can get up here though. Yeah, is this? Are we in some sort of like space station, or? It feels like we're in some sort of space station of some variety. But this could also just be a really big building. I'm honestly not sure. Ooh, dwellings. Uh-oh. Are we stuck down here now? Okay, we're not stuck down there now. It's just that we kind of like just started sliding. But I suppose that would make sense if we're just on ice. Ice makes us run faster. That is, I think... Actually, I'm not sure if that's useful information or not. Rostam, listen. Visitors are a rare sight these days, and not every unit is as friendly as you. The roads have become dangerous, and resources are sparse. Even more so since the heart's tremors have started, disconnecting us one by one. Ah, well, it's not like we could do something about it, can we? It's a Pearl's job to look after the vessel, not simple units like us. In any case, if you continue through this building, you will reach Metropolis. I'm sure you will find more survivors in the city. Safe travels, friend. Yeah, there appears to not be a lot going on here. Like a lot of survivors. And it appears to be slightly frozen, but Metropolis is presumably through that gateway, but that makes me want to go the other direction first. And anytime a game gives me you can go this way or this other way, I'm going to go the other way first. Because occasionally I find useful stuff. Okay. Okay, we're not actually at 0 health, even though both what looked like my health points ran out. Liuba, beyond repair. That's 2 that I've seen that are marked as beyond repair at this point. So I'm kind of questioning if they're actually beyond repair. Or if they're more beyond repair for your current skill set. Which I suspect is probably a little bit closer to the truth. Okay, there are enemies flying around, flying enemies. We do get good air stall, so I don't terribly mind the flying enemies at the moment. Nacre Basin required 10 Nacre Droppets. Refill protective coat. Hold to refill more layers of protection. I don't know what a layer of protection is. Oh, the white ones, I think, are a layer of protection. I think the white ones are a layer of protection of some sort. I'm not... So, okay. Oh, gosh. Apparently, we have a small shield that we can, like, regenerate at times. Oh, gosh. We're like, flying there. I saw the danger grass, and we appear to have jumped over the danger grass over here. Okay, the red grass, from what I can tell, so far at least, deals quite a lot of, or deals damage to us, at the very minimum. Okay, we can get some more Nacre droplets. That appears to be some sort of currency. I noticed that there's a second one that's set to 0 right now. There are a lot of enemies on this pathway that I decided to take. Oh gosh. I think we just died. I think that's what just happened. Wake up. Come to me. I think we just ran out of health. Yeah, Nacre droplets lost to the pond. 97. I think that's all the ones I had. So I think we just lost all of our money. Or at least the closest analog to some sort of currency that I'm aware we have. I just noticed that I had text to listen to she. You might have a hard time believing me, but this place used to be magnificent. This pond, the one we are standing in, used to power everything around here. It was the source upon which the whole network drew. Regrettably, it has been dry for what feels like an eternity. As long as it stays dry, I will remain blind. As long as I'm blind, so are you. That's a little bit creepy sounding. So as far as I can tell, those are not actually hostile creatures. Yeah, so far as I can tell, they're not actually hostile creatures, but just friends of some variety. Though we do have to go all the way back through the area, it seems. Okay, these creatures take 3 hits to defeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know about these guys. 1, 2. I think they also take like 4, 5 hits actually. A little bit stronger of creatures. Right, the door off to the right side there is still locked. A lot of the doors are still very much locked down. Okay, now we're back over into dwellings, which is an area. Oh, this door is locked from the other side anyways. The vessel is incredibly old when you think about it. I did not catch the last bit of that text there. Yeah, because so it does seem like we actually do need to go down this way. But now that I know that there's a lot of enemies this way, I think we need to be a little bit more careful at the very least. Because these creatures are, whatever they are, do deal damage, and we don't have a lot of health to trade blows with anything or any creatures. Okay, those. Oh, I think my third attack is actually a lot stronger because I took that one out in 2. I took that enemy out in 2 hits instead of 3. And I think it's because my attacks are not all the same strength. So I think it's like weaker, stronger. Or at least that's the vibes I'm sort of getting here. Okay. Oh gosh. I took a hit right there. I know that there was a pool that I could sort of heal from over to the left somewhere, but I'm not sure I can actually get back because I had to jump across a gap to get there. And I don't know if I have enough like ice to accelerate me on that direction. Okay, I can bait out attacks, but I still don't have a dodge ability, so I have to like slowly run out of the way. I think is... Okay, I don't think I can make it up there easily, at least. Oh, I can't just make it up there. I just have to come from the left. I'm not really sure where we're trying to make it either at the moment. Oh, it's the person who was stuck in the door. Okay, I can't open the door. That's somebody at least. Okay. Oh yeah, that's their like arm thing. Is actually just like a backpack. Rad. Ahem. Thank you, stranger. Someone stole my hat, and I got stuck here while chasing the thief. Not the hat. See, it's a very important hat to me. A gift from Mel. That's my boss. So I absolutely need to get it back. Because if I don't, she'll get very mad. Anyway, I found something on my way here. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure you'll find some use for it. Is that an item of some variety? An analyzer. A modifier can be installed in your modifier center. Effect displays enemies' remaining health. Knowing your enemy is the first step to winning any battle. It requires 5 modifier slots. That could be helpful. Seems like the thief isn't around anymore, so time for me to clear out. See you around, stranger. That is... I think that's a shortcut? Because, yeah, I think we're on floor 1 now. Instead of floor 2. Yeah, we're in the floor 1 for the spine. So we made it somewhere new. I'm not sure where we made it that's new. And I think I want to run back to our heal point real quick and equip that new modifier we picked up. That was on the workshop level 0, and that was off to the right. I want to figure out how to get up there because there's something up above us, but I don't have enough vertical mobility yet to get up there. At least so far as I can tell. I could be misremembering things. Okay, it appears I can offer my money, my nakre, to the creature up top. I'm going to, because I have 25 slots I can equip right away. Might as well turn on my ability to see enemy health. At least for the moment. I can offer my nakre. That's it. Come closer. That took all my money. That was expensive. Yeah, can you feel it? The network is waking up, bit by bit. I can sense the nakre coursing through all its dormant capillaries. This is merely a step, but a crucial one. Thanks to you, I can finally see again. Allow me to show you. Look, okay, now I have a second option if I can look through their eye. Oh, that's a map screen. Oh, fascinating. That's where we are. Yeah, that's where we are, I think. I don't know what that is. That is a lot of locked doors. That is a very large number of locked doors. So it appears we don't have a just general map screen, but we do have a world map now. And I think that's going to come in helpful, though I do tend to get very lost in games, especially without maps and compasses and stuff I can check. So I have a feeling we're probably going to spend a lot of time just lost in this game. From that assessment, at least. I think I just saw an enemy health bar an enemy take damage down here. Oh, the enemies have 2 colors of health bar also. I think the white is a shield and the black is something more permanent. Potentially, at least. Okay, we did fall down. I keep noticing those little spheres around. Because yeah, I do see the 2 separate colors. And they both seem when they run out of white and then take another hit, they seem to basically get instantly obliterated. Even if they still have part of their health bars in black. I'm trying to figure out how that health system works still. Container status locked. Oh, it's an arena. Okay. Okay, I want to take out the flying things first, I think. Yeah, I want to make sure I take out the flying enemies first, because I suspect that they, having the range attack, are slightly more dangerous to us than this enemy up here who's not actually ranged. Okay, that's a new enemy type, though. That one also has a lot more health, and it spawned something that's now chasing me. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. It's like a little enemy arena to get an unknown object. Presumably, we're going to figure out what it is. Protective overlay. A modifier can be installed in the modifier center. Grants an extra layer of protection. Warning: external temperature under critical minimum. Reinforcement of defense systems recommended. 20 modifier slots. 20 modifier slots. Holy cow. That is expensive. I'm also not sure if running out of health here will... Okay, if I take one more hit, I think I'm dead because I'm at 0 question mark health. I'm not actually sure if I'm at 0 health or if it just looks like I'm at 0 health. Because I don't know what those black dots are. I don't know what those black dots mean for my health versus the white dots that we've taken some damage from. Or at least have yet to figure that out. A junk pile can scavenge some droplets. There is Prospero beyond repair down there. I feel like I do want to refill my protective coat, because we're a little bit short on... I'm assuming it's some sort of shield. But it does definitely keep us slightly more alive than if we don't have it. Still have yet to actually figure out exactly what it is, though. Okay, oh, can I, like, run up this and then, like, jump at the top, maybe? To get a bunch of vertical height? I can? I'm not sure I got quite enough vertical height, though. Because I want to see if I can maybe... Okay, I don't think I can. I wanted to see if I could maybe make it up to that top platform. But it appears that the game's not going to actually let me get up there. Because I can't double jump from up there. Okay, there are... Yeah, the ice physics makes it a little bit hard to move around. It's not terrible. But it is definitely a challenge. I don't think I can make it up to that creature or that item point up top. And I fell down further anyways. And found another junk pile. Yeah, the ice physics are a little bit hard to move around. Make it a little bit hard to move around here. I do suppose that ice is quite slippery. That enemy flew up too high for me to jump. Oh, I can jump up there. Why did that not work the first couple times? Honestly, not sure. Let's not jump into the grass. Actually, I'm not even sure that is grass. I've not known grass to be quite that aggressive historically. Outside of, like, I suppose, like, Rain World grass is about that aggressive. Yeah, the platforming with ice physics is interesting. Okay, Okay, it does look like there are a number of these Nakra basins hidden around the map that I can jump into all of them to heal up as I go a little bit. I'm going to go heal back up again. Now that I just immediately took another hit of damage. Because we have Nakra droplets. I'm not entirely sure what they're useful for outside of the map and more temporary healing. Oh, we can drop down here. This is a new pathway. I think this is a secret pathway of some sort. Because this at least isn't where the game obviously was visually telling us to go. I need to not take more damage than I really need to just not take damage at all in this game, from what I can tell. Because we are very limited on our healing capacity. Yeah, there's a pathway over here. Unknown object. It's another item. Can be installed in your modified core. The last attack of the combo deals more damage. Just push your problems away. We suddenly went from having lots and lots of abilities that we can equip to not having nearly enough points. Also, I keep hearing something mechanical. I'm not sure what I keep hearing that is mechanical. But I'm guessing... Okay, this room looks very open. Okay, maybe it was this thing that could see me from, like, down below that was making the mechanical sounds, so I think I can... Because I can't really hear them anymore, at least. Okay, I do think we needed to go to the left side of these platforms and not just straight down. So far the game's movement seems fun, at least. Just feels a little bit on the difficult side. I think this is a shortcut to somewhere. I'm not sure where. Because I'm not sure what door we just opened. I'm not sure where we just opened up a doorway to. But this looks like it just keeps going down. Okay, because is this? Because I'm like, we have a lot of doorways that we had to the left that we couldn't quite make it past before. Oh gosh. That is a concerningly low amount of health again. I take one hit and I'm already back at a concerningly low amount of health. So I suppose we just need to not take damage to just be that easy. That red grass does kind of look like some sort of like corrupted or rotted something or another. Okay, that is at least a new spot for an enemy to be, is on the ceiling above doorways. Oh, I think no, I don't think I've been here before. We are somewhere new. This feels familiar. This spot feels familiar, but I'm not sure where we are. Prospero beyond repair. Yeah, we've been here before. I don't remember how we got here, though, is the problem. I'm going to keep going down, though, because that seems to be at least a direction that I can explore. Yeah, that down seems to at least be a direction I can explore. Don't know if I want to go more down left or more down right. But there's definitely a lot of stuff that, like, just opened up as potential pathways I can take, at least. I don't think I can get up there. At least from this side. Because that does not look like a traversable jump, at the very least. Yeah, that jump doesn't look traversable. Yet another. Tomo cannot be disturbed. You will meet the same fate as the others. I think we just found a boss fight. Aegis, worn out Sentinel. Okay, because we don't have... Oh, they have a lot of health. And we do not have a lot of health. Yeah, they have a lot of health, we do not have a lot of health, and I'm not entirely sure where we are on the map. So I'm sure I can figure that out. I mean, that is one way for the first ever boss fight of the game to go. Naga droplets lost to the pond. 179. I can equip upgrades. Honestly, I'm not sure that being able to see my own health is actually that important right now. This is a funny thing, because this gives me... Because I think I much prefer seeing enemy health over my health. Because I can kind of keep track of my own health, I think. Yeah, I think I can kind of keep track of my own health. Because we don't have that much of it. Yeah, we don't have that much of health that we can use. Listen, quite an unpleasant experience, isn't it? Every time your frail body suffers an irremediable fate, you will be brought back here through the vessel's network. It used to be that we could travel this way, but nowadays it barely even works for emergencies. In fact, as an unfortunate consequence, all your Naga will dissolve into the network as it happens. You can't do much about it. However, I can use it to help slowly fill up this pond. I realize this provides little comfort, but the more the pond is filled, the more I might be able to help you in return. All this Naga might be lost to you, but at least it's not lost to the pond. I think that's helpful, potentially. I don't know what those circle symbols mean. I don't quite know what those circle symbols mean yet. But I think this is the boss that we lost to is here-ish. It feels like I should have been able to open that door. So I want to go down and around that way, I think. So that's at least a pathway forward. That's at least a pathway forward. I'm just not sure or not exactly sure where we want to go there. Oh, can I sneak through here now though? Oh, I can't. Because that is just actually a dead end. And then it's the enemy. I think the boss was directly below us. Let's not stand on the elevator when we activate it, because we've gotten squished by the elevator at least once already. Because I think if I go up to floor 1 and then I go down, I still don't know what the circles are. But this does take me back around a little bit to somewhere. Okay, I need to not take damage because there is a very scary boss fight down here somewhere eventually. Yeah, very scary boss fight down here somewhere eventually that I would prefer greatly to not lose to. At least not lose to too many times. Yeah, it seems like I can loop down this way. The junk piles? I think the junk piles respawn. Okay, this is Prospero. Okay, this is, I think, the shortcut back to the boss. Oh, are the circle spiral things the respawn or the Naga pools? Extra health. We could take 4 hit. Fourth hit will be. Yeah, fourth hit will take us out. Yeah, the fourth hit will take us out because I can't see our health bar because that costs ability points to see our health bar. Yeah, it costs ability points to see our health bar. Okay, what is that? Oh, did he just taunt me to come at him? Okay, because I still don't have a dash ability, but I can generally keep jumping over the enemy. Okay, I think I'm figuring out how to read their attacks at least a little bit. Yeah, okay, playing a little bit more carefully seems to be working out fairly well. That was 2 hits in a row, though. That's not great. We don't have a lot of capacity to take damage. Okay, did he just level up? Yeah, because we do not have much capacity to take damage. 1 more hit and we are dead. Yeah, 1 more hit and we're dead. Which is a little bit of a terrifying spot to be in. Especially given I still can't move that fast. Where did they teleport to? Because yeah, they kind of keep teleporting around, which makes them a little bit hard to hit. Can I take them out? Okay, there we go. First kill, defeat Aegis. Also, I think the screen just freaked out a little bit there. That was very close, because I'm pretty sure I'm at 1 health still. Or 0 health? I'm not sure if I should read it as 1 or 0 health if I have... Because I'm assuming I didn't regenerate, given I still have what I'm guessing is the danger meter around my screen. That, like, orangish yellow flashing border. Hopefully that's not completely destroying the stream's bitrate. But I think that counts as our first boss fight. Strange tube open. So, Tomo isn't here. It would be too easy otherwise, wouldn't it? Well, I can't blame them for wanting to keep moving. This place doesn't look safe. This does not look safe at all. There's a robot stuck on a whiteboard in the background. There are a few other spots scattered around the vessel where we could look for them, but they'll be harder to reach for your tiny build. Fortunately, I have a couple enhancements in mind for you. Come closer. I won't bite. Please be better, something that lets me move around a little bit more easily. Though also, I'm not sure I trust that they don't bite. Because, that's a little bit freaky. That looks like a centipede of some sort. That's a little bit... That's a little bit creepy looking. I think they just turned us off. And took me... I don't know where they just took me. But this seems problematic. Hold RT to cast the hairpin. Oh. Okay. Which one does it think RT? I think it thinks that that's RT. Oh, that... I think... is... Oh, that's like a fast travel. Oh, I can do it up also. Oh, that's what those dots are for. Honestly, I like this way of the game teaching us movement. With these like little mini puzzle platforming challenges. Used to be so warm. Because that's actually kind of cool. Okay, oh, it does have a cooldown though. It does definitely have a cooldown for that ability. And welcoming. I think I'm missing some of the text in the background. But who took... We just fell all the way down. Yeah, who took the warmth? Because I think that's the exit there. Who took the warmth away? That's more movement at least. Okay, they're at least not an overtly evil creature. I think my read on them being a fast travel system might have been wrong, and they might actually be an upgrade system. Which I guess makes sense. Okay, that is a new ability. I'm assuming that'll let me climb back out of here. Oh, that'll let me get, I think, to the workshop. Because, yeah, the 2D... Okay, it does take it a second to recharge the... I think it called it the hairpin ability. Does take a second to recharge, at least. Nothing terrible, though. It's not terrible. What was down here? I don't actually remember what was down this way. Oh, I can hairpin off enemies and grapple 2 enemies. That's rather interesting. We also just took 2 damage, so I'm assuming we did heal at some point there. And we're now at 1 more shield. A transcript of travelers' experiences and thoughts. It's the 2nd journal we've gotten. To the 6 voices, we are grateful. We are grateful to the blood for the warmth he provides. We are grateful to the breath for the air in our lungs. We are grateful to the eye for the long watch over our travel. We are grateful to the hand for the tools she shapes. We are grateful to the spine for the bonds we share through him. We are grateful to the heart for the world around us. May you keep on watching over us forever. Are we in some sort of like giant robotic body of some sort? Then the hairpin, advanced module extending the core function of tendrils. So our ability upgrades do show up in the menu screen as well. I suppose that makes some level of sense at least. But we can climb back up and out though. That does help. Okay, yeah, we were too short on our protective coating. I both like and dislike the fact that the damage or being able to see our own health requires us to spend 5 module slots. I'm not sure how to upgrade and get more module slots. Because it's cool from a mechanics perspective, but it's mildly problematic from a streaming perspective, because mechanically it's ideal to not have our health visible, I think. Because we can just remember how much health we have. But that does hurt a little bit on our ability to heal. I'm going to go back down to the workshop because I know there was a pathway down here that kind of, I think, leads up to whatever that is in the ceiling by jumping up here and going in through the window. Halen's boudoir. An unknown object. What do we just pick up? Silo access badge. Grants access to the silo maintenance passage under the haven. For workers only, do not lose your badge. It won't be reprinted. That gives us... Which door does that unlock? I don't remember which door that unlocks. But it is definitely a door. I'm going to give them my Nakre. I think it's enough. Come to me. Okay, the more than we get, it seems like it's helping somehow. I will restore the network now. Stay close. We're getting something. We spent enough. We spent enough of that type of currency to unlock something at least. I'm not sure what we just unlocked. Okay, we did definitely just open up or restore some sort of ability. Is that like spinal fluid? Are we like a giant robot? I think we're a creature inside of a giant robot right now. Ah, it's good to feel the data flowing again. To see properly again. To see you. MIO. Your name is MIO. You have been bruised by the heart's tremors. I can see that too. The heart is in so much pain. I can see her now, of course. She is holding up at the moment, but not for long. Something has to be done, or she will die. In the vessel with her, and us with them. Now that the network is running again, it should be possible to save her. Maybe with the help of the other pearls. It's no use. They won't answer my call. This is frustrating. I will try again until it works. In the meantime, why don't you carry on with your exploration? I would like to know what happened to Metropolis and the Haven, anyway. Maybe you can find something that even I can't see. The good news is, wherever you are, you should be able to see through me now. Even from far away, let me be your eyes. Repair the Nexus. Oh, it's the game's full screen that keeps, like, toggling weird. Oh, I think I know why. Settings... Graphics. I'm going to turn this on and hope it just doesn't freak out if I need to click out of the game. Because that happens sometimes. The game doesn't always seem to work out entirely correctly. I don't know which door we just unlocked, because there's a doorway over... There's a couple of pathways over to here to the left, there and there. There are a lot of doorways. I don't think... Yeah, that door's just locked from the other side. I don't think we can just go everywhere, at least. This game has a lot going on all of a sudden. Actually, it's kind of had a lot going on. Progress saved, map updated. Map updated is new. I do like the extra layer of protection, though. I do wonder how to upgrade. I do wonder... Oh, it's like dividing this up into, like, sections. I was going to say, I do wonder how to upgrade my allocation matrix, it seems. Okay, that's actually nice that the map basically also just comes with a free compass. Okay, that is the Silo Access badge just off to the right. I kind of want to figure out what was off to the left, though. Because there were two pathways over to the left that I have not explored yet, and I want to explore. I want to explore everywhere we can. And now that I have I think now that I have the map, I can get over there more easily. I can also operate the elevator finally without getting, or I at least have something on all 4 floors of the elevator, or all 3. I promise I know how to count. Because yeah, I really like the map. Okay, I need to not take damage though. Because restoring our health costs quite a bit. It's definitely not a cheap thing to do. I can't even see our money without the status upgrade ability. I'm going to run down here because there is a knockery pool down here. We did lose 2 layers of protective coat. Apparently we have at least 20, or had at least 20. But that does count as status. So I can't check it because I would rather be able to see enemy health. I'd rather be able to see enemy health than be able to see our health. And I like having the 1 extra hit that I can take. See, I don't think I have a way to get up there. I don't think I have a way to get up at least yet. I do still very much want to see whatever's on the left. Because yeah, that actually lets me teleport up. I can salvage something from the mechanical remains, which is an old core, the precious pearl of a long dead unit. Combined with Nakra, it can be used to create new parts and repair broken modules. The fact that I can jump off the enemies does help. If I find a pearl, keep it. Even if it doesn't harbor a mind of its own anymore, don't let it lie in the dirt. Bring it with you. Recycle it into something new. Add it to your own frame. It's not dead yet, except if you decide it to be. It can still live through you. That is the closest to reincarnation a machine can get. I mean, we definitely just got some ability upgrade. And also an enemy that just straight up is unable to attack us. Oh, now it can hit us. Yeah, that enemy wasn't really able to do much there for a little while. Okay, I want to take out the flying enemies, preferably before we get taken out by them. The hairpin ability is very, very useful for getting up to the flying enemies to hit them. I think I like that ability. Do not fall into the grass. The grass hurts. Yeah, the red grass hurts a lot if I fall into it. Actually, it hurts just as much as getting hit by anything else, but we have like 4 health, I think, right now. Which is not a ton. Okay, can I get up there, actually? Okay, I can. I need to loop around like this, though. I think we have seen that pool. I don't think I've cleared out everything up top side, though. Okay, those enemies can't hit me if I'm too close to them. That's interesting. Okay, I have not been through this door yet. There's also a pathway down below. Dr. Holland's property. Disturb. I'm going to disturb them, and they're going to probably be creepy. Yeah, they're creepy. Mel. Oh, it's Mel. You don't look like one of those murderous units outside. I swear, between that and the tremors. Anyway, glad to finally see a friendly face. I'm Mel, by the way. Salvager and mechanic. You know, your model's pretty rare. But with that wee frame of yours, yeah, you'll get crushed in no time. What a shame. Tell you what, lass. It's an old workshop around the Nexus. I was planning to hide there next. Come see me, and I'll bulk you up. Won't be free, though. Be sure to bring me some nacre. Okay. That I think is a way for me to get presumably more health, which would be greatly appreciated given we have almost none of that still. And we still have almost no health. So any even potential promise of extra health is very helpful. We are now at 3 hits left. Yeah, we're now at 3 health. I can count. I can count my health at least. And we're at 3 of 4. Yeah, we take a lot of damage. Actually, we don't take a lot of damage, I don't think. It's like I keep saying, we just don't have a lot in the way of actual health. So everything feels like a lot of damage. The music in this game is actually kind of good also. It was actually kind of pretty nice also. Okay, I think I need to do the ice platforming to get up there. But I want whatever item is tucked away beyond this platforming. Because yeah, I want items. I definitely want items and upgrades and whatever else I can find. Because this game feels like it's going to get rather difficult due to the very, very limited healing that I've noticed we have. I've noticed so far that we have very, very little actually in the way of healing ability or health. We're now at 2 health. I'd very much like to not wind up at 1 health. Thank you, game. Okay, we're now at 1 health, so next hit is the end. And we will respawn way far back from where we are currently, which is worrying. Yeah, it's worrying how far back we would wind up if I take any damage. I kind of just want to ignore enemies for the moment then. Okay, I can absorb tendrils from the History Keeper of the Eye. I have no idea what that just did for me. Forebear's Legacy. Ooh, bonus damage. Increases the damage you deal permanently. For each voice, a keeper. Born together from the same caste. From the same Nakra, even. They were meant as companions. One, the extension of the other. What one touches, the other feels. What one endures, the other shares. Intertwined at the very root of their existence. Not even death could break that bond. Yet death did come, over and over again. And as one was reborn, so was their counterpart. For each keeper, a voice. For each keeper. It's a little bit. Some of the text in this game is definitely a little bit on the creepier side. I do wonder how much damage we actually deal now. Oh, that's a pretty solid upgrade. Yeah, I'll take it. That's a pretty good upgrade. Yeah, a solidified from knocker, less volatile than droplets. It's preserved even when dying. I'm guessing that's. Oh, is knocker also some way for us to have experience? That like some sort of experience system potentially? Ooh, we can refill our shield here though. That's nice. I'm still not sure where we are because we are way off the side of the map that we have open to us at the current junction. There was an item over here somewhere that I wanted to pick up. Okay, that does deal quite a bit more damage. That's not an insignificant amount of extra damage that we're able to deal now. Which I think I like. Because that feels, yeah, every bit of extra damage is helpful. Because that is just more capacity to do something or another. Oh, that there's a robot running back and forth in the background. Okay, I don't think I can go anywhere over that way. Oh, I can go back over here. Crystallizer. Condenses knocker droplets into small crystals. I suppose I can crystallize it? Because that gives me... That turns all my droplets into crystals. I have... I think these are... No, these are not the crystals. Can I see them? Oh, they're... Oh, that's the second currency, is the non-droplet form of the crystals. Uh-oh. That's concerning, though. Yeah, we're now 2 health down. We have, yeah, I like how we just walk into a room and immediately start getting attacked. They don't even ask why we're here. They just decide to start attacking us. Okay, I want to be as careful as I can because I have 2 health. 1 health. Yeah, I have 1 health now. Which is mildly concerning. Especially when these enemies keep like spawning like way up in the sky. Okay, we are at 1 health still though, which is always worry. Always worrying for exactly that reason. Because now we're at 0 health, and we were so close also to being able to get through that area. That's mildly unfortunate. I like how that creature's like just carrying us over the pond now, though. Because now we have to... We were so close to opening that other door and getting a shortcut, it feels like. Oh, they're just like... Oh, they're just back here. Gah, what a dump. At least she won't look for me around here. Oh, right, this would make sense for... I think the name is the same. There, all set. I think we could get upgrades here. All right, lass. We got a bunch of old trinkets. Let's see which ones I can repair for you. Mod maintenance hack. Protective coat repair at Nacre Basins is free. That costs 10, though. I also don't have a lot of Nacre right now. Yeah, mod. And so this is enemies leak a lot more Nacre drops. So when dying, permanently opens 10 slots in its allocation matrix. Small part of a unit's protective coat. Okay, so these appear to be like healing shards, basically, or parts of extra health. More ability upgrades I can equip. More modifiers to get more money and be able to heal a little bit more easily. I think is how that works out. Do not stand on the elevator when I activate the elevator. Because the elevator in this game absolutely just squishes me. Yeah, the elevator in this game absolutely just squishes me. I do want to go back up and try to open the door that we're basically right next to. Of course, that means I have to like retraverse. Of course, that means I have to retraverse a fairly sizable chunk of the area again. So we do have the map now. That does help. Me taking damage from enemies on the way over is not going to help, though. Because the damage really does add up quickly. with my 4 max health. Yeah, with my 4 max health, the damage really does very quickly add up. There was a Nacre pool over to the side that I'll be able to go and heal, because we're now at 2 health. I gotta keep the running total of my health pool, because it's 5 modifier slots to be able to see my own health. And that is always mildly concerning. Because I don't have that many modifier slots. I do think the first one I will upgrade I'll buy will be the 5 modifier slot, or will be the 10 extra modifier slots. Okay, the spirals are the Nacre pools. That's I think useful information, because the Nacre pools are quite handy to have around. I need to run, I think, left through this room. Yeah, we do deal a decent chunk of damage now. Because I need to then, I want to say, go down here. I'm trying to think of exactly the best navigational route, because I believe it was this way, and then I can avoid touching the danger grass. I can avoid touching the danger grass. I can let the bird thing spear into the ground so I can attack it. There we go. That's kind of working out. You know that is kind of working out. Because yeah, the enemies aren't terribly strong, but I don't have a lot of movement, and that makes them act as if they're a lot stronger than they actually are. Because they deal a lot of my very limited heal pool, even if they go down in only a couple of hits. Oh gosh. Things in this game, there's probably things in this game that deal double damage that I just have not realized deal double damage yet. That's a somewhat terrifying prospect. Yeah, if things in this game deal if anything in this game deals extra damage, that is a rather terrifying prospect. I also never got that item. I want that item, which means I need to figure out how to get up to that item. Okay, I can helpfully at least take out a lot of the creatures. Okay, that is a very solid wall, though. Okay, there's a lot of just movement. Okay, I suspect I need to fall down here somewhere to get that item on the ledge, because it was kind of down-ish. Okay, I want to take out the bird. Yeah, it was down-ish from here, I want to say. Okay, oh, we did make it over to the item now. I do wonder what it is. Unknown object. Thank you, game. Part of a unit's protective coat. Okay, that is a quarter of a health upgrade. That is definitely a quarter of a health upgrade, and we are now in a new tunnel that I have not been in before, and we just fell into the danger grass. Do not fall into the danger grass. It, hurts. This is a shortcut back to... Oh, that's a useful shortcut, I think. Yeah, that's, I think, a fairly useful shortcut. Because now I can launch myself off there and not quite make it all the way up. Okay, let's try to avoid taking unnecessary damage. Honestly, I probably should have just taken out that enemy instead of avoiding it. We got a shortcut and we got a quarter of a healing. Yeah, we got a quarter of a healing and we got a shortcut. I feel like that is a very good little bit of progress right there. These creatures are not... These flying creatures are a little bit hard to hit just because I don't have the most movement yet, ever. Even if we are getting closer. Even if we are getting closer to having a lot of abilities, I suspect, at least. Because I did unlock the hair tendril. Okay, but bonus health. Yeah, but bonus health is never a bad thing. Especially when it comes right before... What I'm assuming is we're probably going to need to redo that arena. Yeah, I'm guessing we're probably going to need to redo that arena at some point here shortly. Because I can jump up here. Okay, nice. It is still here also. The robot that gives me the ability to crystallize the Nakra. Because that's basically money that I no longer lose on death. The door going to lock itself again. The door's not going to lock itself again. Let's not die to the enemy directly outside of the arena, though. That's, I'm guessing, approximately right before the door that we could have opened. Yeah. Did you know Metropolis has its very own pearl? A warming presence we call the blood. That's mildly concerning sounding. There is a heal point here. We now have this door open because this door is pretty easy to get to. We go up the elevator and then just run to the left. So that's, I think, a useful shortcut, probably. Uh-oh. That feels like another boss. Why are you here? Your pearl is already covered. Akat, Nakra Engineer. Oh, we could use our movement to try to avoid them. We are gonna take a lot of damage, though. This is also only one of two pathways I have that we could take. I feel almost like I'm gonna want more upgrades before I actually face off against that enemy. I feel like I am going to want a bit more in the way of upgrades before we face off against that particular enemy. Because I know there's at least one more direction I can take. Which is off to... Okay, I am gonna mark that on the map, though, as... There is boss... I'm going to use that as boss. Boss there, because we had a doorway we could open... I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of the two off to the right that we could open up. This does let me... Okay. I want the modifier extension, I think. Because this will give me 10 more slots. And 10 more slots means, well, more healing. I do kind of wish we had some form of a like dash ability. I don't think they want us falling in their pool of Nakra. Because this one is going to be nice because it means I'll be able to at least re-equip my ability to see my own health again, which was sorely lacking. Because we do also have this pathway off to the right that we now have the key for after defeating that earlier boss. Yeah, being able to see our status, I think, is still nice, even if it's much more of a nice to have than a need to have. Because we are... Okay, the silo seems to be a rather large area. There appears to be one of these things on the ceiling. Feral undergrowth. Fascinating. I'm assuming that's an area of some variety. I'm not entirely sure what type of area we've just found. We have found an area. I do really like the art style of the game so far. Like that, like, sort of mixture of hand-drawn with, like, the really interesting shadows and whatnot. I'm not sure what those flower buds are for. Like, the shadows are, like, sketch lines instead of full shadows and whatnot. It's not an art style I see very often. But it does seem to be working very well. Oh, enemy on the ceiling. Traveler's log, stargazing, download. A transcript of a traveler's experience and thoughts. I want to make sure I'm reading these. I love stargazing. Everywhere around us, there's something to see. Light, colors, shapes, you name it. It made me realize how wrong things were back home. It shouldn't have taken boarding a spaceship to be able to watch the stars for the first time. They are a precious spectacle. A reminder the universe is infinitely vast, and we are but a tiny speck of dust. A comforting thought. At least to me. When we reach our new home, let's be sure to preserve a starry sky for our kids. Alright? Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what a lot of these text blocks are intending to talk about, but they are generally from my experience so far, little bits of lore snippets. I'm still not sure where we are, but given the descriptors we're seeing of our area, I can't help but wonder if we're basically a, like, robotic helper inside of a giant mega robot organism. We got an old core. Okay, so we can get a lot of the old cores. They're not exactly a rare resource for us to have. From at least what I can tell. Hey, good morning. Welcome to stream, Efka? I'm not sure how to read your username. Sorry. I'm not entirely sure how to read your username there. Where are I? This feels slightly like a boss room. Okay, so it's a crystallizer. Those seem to happen right before combat, though. Yeah, FG, it's nonsensical. So sometimes usernames are like that, and I still try to read them, but doesn't always work out entirely as planned. It doesn't always work out entirely as planned, but yeah, welcome to stream. We are playing Memories in Orbit, and I get very lost. Max LOL. Yeah, I'm very good at getting lost in games, and yeah, these keep saying beyond repair. But the fact that it's saying, actually popping up text is implying to me that there's more, or that they're not actually entirely beyond repair, that we might be able to repair them at some point. Okay, these creatures are at least not terribly difficult to take out. Am I integrating with my chat with Twitch, or should I just stick to YouTube emojis? It is just YouTube. I don't stream on Twitch for a number of different reasons. So yeah, YouTube emoji or Twitch emojis will not show up correctly. Yeah, still, it is worth asking because people have occasionally asked me to stream to Twitch. I might at some point, but I've had a lot of problems with Twitch in the past. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems with Twitch in the past, and it makes me not particularly want to stream there sometimes. But if enough people ask, I will. Because at the end of the day, that's at least part of being a streamer. Yeah. Yeah, don't blame me. Yeah, it's... Granted, YouTube also has a lot of problems with their streaming service. If I don't recreate my stream key, like, every couple of days, it just decides I don't exist anymore. So, but... Yeah, at least it's not Kick. I suppose... Honestly, fair enough. I'm guessing I don't have the ability to interact with these pinkish blossoms yet, because my normal attack does not seem to actually be working there. Or my normal attack... My normal attack gets them to go away for a second, but my hairpin doesn't seem to actually trigger them. It's not easily searchable. Yeah. There's just a lot of things. Every platform has their own weird behavior. Can I not get up there? That almost feels like I can possibly get up there. Yeah. Or if you want small streams, you can't filter down. Yeah, YouTube has very similar problems of it's not easy to filter down, but it at least has a recommendation algorithm that occasionally does something useful. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can actually get up from this room. I'm kind of wondering... Hey, thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I may have just gotten myself stuck somewhere. Because, yeah, my hairpin definitely does not work on the pink blossoms. Oh, those give me an extra... Do those give me an extra jump? Hold on, I think I just figured out how to get through this area. Yeah, those do just give me an extra jump. I really like how this game, every time it wants to teach me a mechanic... I'm going to go pick up the item back here that I now know how to get. Every time this game wants to teach me a mechanic, it gives me a... It basically just drops me into an area I can't get out of. A modifier, create an explosion around Mio when she takes a hit. That could be useful. That's a lot of damage. That would be a lot of extra damage. But yeah, they were saying, I really like how in this game, it teaches me how to use new mechanics by basically dropping me into a situation where I have to use them to get out and forcing me to just mess around with the mechanics and buttons I have available to me until I can work out what the mechanic wants me to do. It's a very cool way of doing the tutorial that I honestly wish more games would do that. Cryptic Curio. That's new. An ancient artifact supposedly used by travelers in their everyday life. I've not picked up any of those before. It's displaying many cryptic texts. Not entirely sure what those are useful for yet. Yeah, I can double jump if or I guess triple jump. I suppose that's much more of a triple jump. Am I not at full health? I'm not at full health. I want to be at full health, because more healing is always a good thing. Because, yeah, we have... Because, yeah, functionally speaking, I still don't know why we have 2 of the black dots instead of just 1. Okay, this is over by the Goose. I'm still not sure where that is. Yeah, I'm not sure why we have 2 black dots instead of just 1, because they don't seem to actually help us survive, because we lose both of them if either of them get hit. So I am curious about that, and I'm sure it'll make sense I'm sure it will make sense at some point. And we also just took more damage. Yeah, the white is damage that's non-fatal. Oh, that's what the bar on the bottom is my hairpin recharge timer. I had been slightly wondering what it was, because it wasn't there at the start of the game. I'm running back to reheal again. Because if I have the knocker to heal, I might as well use it. It's at least my general theory. It's at least my general theory, because it is hard. Yeah, it is difficult to find healing, because I don't seem to ever... From what I can tell, I don't ever actually heal naturally. I just get to take... I just take damage, and it sticks around until I either run out of health, or I find one of the knocker basins to heal from. Which is interesting. Haven. That is another new area. We're finding a lot of new areas here. I am mildly concerned by how large the game's map seems to be. That we're going to be spending a very long time. Ooh, those are jump pads. That's nifty. That we are going to be spending a lot of time just running around lost. Yeah, you're perfectly fine to lurk. I definitely do not mind lurks. Can we swim? We cannot swim. Good to know. That swimming hurts. Olente. Welcome to the Haven. Yeah, this game is very pretty. Or at least, that's what I'd like to say. This place has been very unsafe since the gloom water flooded in. If you plan to go deeper, please take these components with you. Might as well help with some repairs while you're here. Okay, we're getting some sort of repair component. Ooh, it's an old core. We're getting a lot of those. But yeah. Very pretty finger guns. Thank you. But yeah, this game has a very, very pretty art style. And the color palettes that the game uses. I did notice that there were more pathways down in the previous area that I hadn't been through yet as well. And I'm kind of just rampantly exploring for anything I can find at this point. Ooh, coding component. Because I think if I get 4 coding components, I just fell in the damage water there. I think if I get 4 coding components, that is basically an extra health. Be that health upgrades or, like Hollow Knight calls them mask shards, this game calls them coding components. They all seem to be the same. Lots of games seem to have adopted part of the Hollow Knight formula for how upgrades and stuff work. And I don't necessarily think I have a problem with that formula. It is just something I've noticed showing up in a lot of games. Okay, this is leading somewhere. What a mess. What was Crow thinking? Defacing the Haven like that. The Breath would never have allowed such behavior if they were awake. Interesting. I really don't know what a lot of these creatures and enemies are, but we do appear to be some sort of robot. I'm kind of hoping we maybe eventually find a shortcut. Elevator obstructed. Because it would be useful to have more shortcuts, because as far as I could tell, we always respawn in the same area. Okay, yeah, because so far as I know, we always respawn right here if I run out of health. I'm going to save the progress and update the map a little bit. I don't have enough modifier slots to equip either of these, because those are both actually really expensive. I can buy more modifier slots, and I could, though I need a lot of knocker to do that, and that seems to be a very limited resource if you keep accidentally running out of health. Yeah, Dr. Allen's property. Yeah, I sent my scraplings off to scout the ship so they can bring back more equipment, but they're late. If you come across any of them, be a sweetie and send them back to me, okay? Once they get back here, I should be able to prepare more stuff for you. Don't expect a discount, though. More modifier slots. I do like more modifier slots still. Because that does just mean I can equip more things. Though also that means I'm going to probably unequip my ability to actually see my health again. Because that is expensive. With how limited our modifier slots are, only having 5 or spending 5 of it on seeing my own health does not seem the most useful. Yeah, explosions have been reported all over the vessel. Maybe we've gone a little overboard with this modifier. I think I want more damage over the explosion on taking damage. Because ideally, I avoid taking any damage. That would be, I think, at least in a perfect world, I wouldn't actually take damage. That being said, I definitely take a lot of damage. But yeah, I do like that this is a shortcut to Haven that doesn't require me to go back through feral undergrowth. Okay, those are not attackable in the background. This is a rather long tunnel over towards Haven, though. Which I don't think is horribly concerning, because it's a fairly safe pathway. Though it does mean I have to climb up this way every time. Okay, I can work my way up and around. Okay, I got like 90% of the way to the shortcut the first time I came through this area, and then I just forgot to go all the way over. Is what I'm gathering so far. Because yeah, there's a... Oh yeah, oh wow, we have a lot more of the map open there. Feral Undergrowth, I think we went everywhere in Feral Undergrowth. No, we didn't. There's a couple of pathways down here. There's a couple of pathways in the lower part of Feral Undergrowth that we haven't taken yet. But there are so many. Back so soon? Can't say I blame you. I like that robot. It's the only robot that's one of the robots who's actually acting friendly towards us. Yeah, it does not appear we can swim very well. Celia, listen. I am waiting for my companion, Alice. She went to the other side of that Gloomwater Lake, but she hasn't come back yet. The night never goes away over there. The plants have grown all wrong. I heard they even eat our cores. She must be so scared. I wish I could fly like her, so she wouldn't be alone. Okay, I'm guessing that I definitely cannot jump over that gap. Jumping over that gap does not seem to work out very well. I can go up. Okay. Oh, I think I need to go up. Okay. Oh. I can't use both. I don't think my hairpin recharges in time. Oh, does my hairpin not recharge while I'm in the air? Is that what I'm seeing? I think that might be the mechanic I'm running into. Is that I don't think I can recharge my hairpin ability in the air. I mean, we'll pick up a little bit more money. And or I'm just missing some sort of mechanic. That's also entirely a possibility. Okay, my hairpin doesn't seem to actually recharge. That's the little grappling hook ability. Until I hit the ground. Yeah, until I land back on the ground. Okay, that's a very long ways up, and it really does almost seem like it wants me to have the ability to recharge either my grappling hook in the air or something. So it seems like it wants some ability I don't have at the very minimum. The Gloomwater Lake is, yeah, for being almost a perfectly blue, almost perfect blue water, does not seem particularly safe. Probably the purple stuff that I see floating in the water. At least a little bit. At least I'm right next to the heal point if I jump into the water and take damage right away. It does not immediately seem like I can actually progress through Haven with my current set of abilities. That's at least from what I can tell. Okay. Oh, if I can make it to that looks like it might be a platform I can stand on. Yeah, that almost looks like a platform I can stand on. Okay, if I jump up. Okay, no, that is not a platform I can stand on. And yeah, I don't think I get quite enough vertical to make it all the way up there. Oh, I think attacking anything gives me an extra jump. That might actually be the mechanic. But I still don't think I have enough vertical to get up that tunnel at least. There's so many pathways that... Yeah, this game is throwing so many pathways at me. One of which is a boss, one of which is a movement challenge I can't seem to work out how to get up. I'd very much like to work out how to get up that movement challenge. But I think I might be missing an ability. Maybe something from Feral Undergrowth is what I actually need to make it up there. Okay, enemies do respawn. that is a good thing to know. Because I hadn't actually ever been back through an area without dying first, and it looks like enemies do actually respawn. Did I stop at... I might have actually stopped at the rest point. So it might not actually be a valid assessment of the situation. Because they could have respawned when I sat at the rest point. I know that that's something that happens in a lot of like Metroidvanias and Souls-likes, especially nowadays. Is that they tend to respawn enemies when you sit at a... whatever the game's equivalent of a safe point is. Okay, I can see how much money I have, but I have to do it from the inventory screen right now. Okay, it appears that there's a pathway off to the left that I did not take yet. I'm guessing it's this way. Yeah, because our little circle's moving off screen. Unknown object. Pick up. Another coding component. If I can find one more of those, that will give me an extra health. And I know I'd appreciate having one more health in this game. Because of how just limited our healing actually seems to wind up being. Oh, that's the same gloom water that the Haven area is impacted by is also down in this region. There's definitely more over here. I can pick up money. That was like 20. 20 is not a ton, but it's more than 0. Can I take out the enemies that are trying to drop things on me from the ceiling? Yes, I can. This goes... That pathway goes down a long ways. I'm going to look at... I was going to say I'm going to look at the left pathway first, but the left pathway appears to be slightly non-traversable. That feels like a boss fight Flora Sentient Pearl Trap. I also just jumped into the danger. Yeah, I just jumped straight into danger there. The red grass is rather painful to me. Okay, Flora, this is a boss fight as well. They seem to be a possibly slightly more doable boss fight. We did just lose a bunch of Naka droplets, though. If I get 200 total Naka droplets, I think, get one more healing, which would be very nice. I don't want to jump up. I want to go to the right. But Flora seems like a much more doable boss or much more viable boss than the previous one, or the one over by the other area. I keep forgetting what that area is called. Metropolis is what it's called. The boss over by Metropolis seems a lot harder than the Flora boss we just found. So I think I want to fight this boss first. I suppose I can, if I keep bashing up a couple of the enemies on the way over, I'll be able to keep recrystallizing a couple of Naka droplets at a time. I'll be able to recrystallize a couple of Naka droplets at a time and get something out of it. Because each droplet I crystallize is one droplet closer to a health upgrade as well, which I think I like. Let's also not jump into the poison goop on the way to the boss fight. That is suboptimal, I believe. Or I believe that would be considered suboptimal. There's a item up top. Hold on. There's an item up here. Is this a protective coating? It is a coating component. That means I now have 1 extra health. I honestly really like the fact that I now have 1 extra health. I'm not sure if that healed me before the boss fight because we don't have our we don't have the ability to see my health. Okay. I don't have the ability to see my health actually equipped right now. Might be useful for the boss fight, because I'm not sure exactly how much health I even have. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much health I actually have. Okay, but they appear to be... Oh, they're the cause of the gloom water. Is what I think I just learned. I think that's at least what I just learned. Is that this boss is the cause of the gloom water, or at least they spewed out a bunch of gloom water onto the floor, which seems to be a lot more goopy than water, because it kind of has that platform over to the side. Okay, I want to stay out of the gloom water. That is, I suppose, why there's a little lantern there. Okay, I need to be careful. There we go. Cutting the weeds. Defeat the sentient pearl trap. That boss wasn't terribly difficult. Did take me 2 tries still. They spat out somebody and or something. That one has a lot of shield. Personal assistant MIO's property. Apparently I own this thing now. By the voices. That was darker than all I could imagine. The vegetation here has truly become grotesque. Thanks for rescuing me. I am indebted to you and will do my best to provide assistance. I shall relocate to the Nexus. Please allow me a few moments to recalibrate. Okay, there is something behind the boss as well. That is the key to the aviaries in the Haven. I think that was off the left elevator. The shortcut up there. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Also, I just definitely jumped into the goop water. And I am now at 0 health. That is, I suppose that's a way that we can run out of health. It's just falling directly into the goop water. I don't think the game loses my progress when I run out of health. I think it just teleports me back here. At least so far as I can tell. Because I think we still have that new item. Yeah, it's right there. The aviaries. That implies birds to me. That name. And I believe that was over to the side. Oh, hey, look, they did make it up here. Hello again. I am pleased to be your personal assistant. My functions encompass archaeology and traveler history. Feel free to employ my services. I don't know if there's anything actually useful there. Yeah, okay. Oh, updated curio. Standardized biochemical sample has been revised with new information. Oh, does he decrypt the curio items? Yeah, the matter inside the fabric seems to be of organic origin. The composition of biochemical constituents is diverse, and the sample is preserved under aseptic atmosphere. This makes the content a top-grade reference material for the calibration of laboratory instruments in regard to exoplanet analysis. That is a lot of words. Yeah, that is a lot of words there. I do need to, at some point, figure out where their assistants are. I think I might have seen one of them running around somewhere over to the right. Apparently, there's also an exit down to the left. Or down that we haven't been through. It exits over to the left, and wherever the aviaries is, I don't remember if that was floor 1 or floor 2 that had that doorway. It was one of these floors. I think it was floor 2. Or it might have also been past this bridge. Past the rather large area. There is a new character here. Hi, Estragon, librarian. A little unit. Have you come to meet the spine? I have been waiting here a long time myself. Not once has he opened his shell. But the signs are here. The Nexus lives again. The spine will reveal himself very soon. My patience and my faith are finally being rewarded. I suppose if they think it's going to open, it might open. Okay, but we can open this door. So it was on the first floor. Ooh, strange tube. That's I think an ability upgrade. Still no sign of Tomo. You know, I choose to see it as a good sign. I mean, among all these ruins, I half expect to find nothing more than a broken frame. Or a broken mind. There are fates worse than death these days. Well, let's make sure neither happens to you. I'll install you the perfect tool for that. Upgrades. We actually jumped into it willingly this time and got taken away by the slightly creepy centipede. Or creature. When I was little... Oh, press to dodge. I used to play in the shadow of the palace. Oh, it is just a dodge ability. That's, I think, useful. It felt like they were watching over me. Her caretakers. Because yeah, that's a little bit of an ability at least. It's not like a dash dodge, but it is a counter. The ones from the past. Okay, we have a time. There is a cooldown time on the ability from what I can tell. Yeah, in the ones to come. It seems like there is a cooldown ability or cooldown on the dash ability. It seems like we're like getting these downloaded into our brain directly, I think is generally what's happening there. Yeah, we like blink out of existence. Not like a little, not like just a little dodge ability. We're like completely blinking out of existence for a couple of seconds there. More crystallized knocker does mean we're a little bit closer to having enough ability upgrades for me to be, or module slots for me to be able to re-equip the ability to see my own health. Well, one of these days. Flawed assumptions. Letter from Tomo. A thoughtfully woven text file addressed to one unit in particular. Oh, that's an entire new category of item. Also, apparently we're like just missing an upgrade from somewhere. Hello again, Samsk. I hope you don't mind me keeping on writing these letters to you. I don't even know how many of them might actually reach you one day. I just find that recording my thoughts helps me put them in order. Anyway, I'm making progress on what triggered the decay of those unfortunate units, or more accurately, on what didn't. Contrary to what I thought, the absence of the travelers has nothing to do with it. I've observed a good variety of decayed units in the ruins now. They range from workers, to social pets, to any role in between. Yet the personal assistants who are the closest to them, me included, even though I'm a special case, are wholly unaffected. With the travelers gone, I think they'd be the first to decline, but no, they are as chatty as ever. I find that a bit reassuring, don't you? That's interesting. That's a boss fight. Or not a boss fight, that's an arena. There's a couple of enemies down here. Let's try to focus down one enemy at a time. Because yeah, that one just hit me through the floor. That is rude. I don't like when the enemies hit me through the floor. I also have no idea how much health I actually have right now. I think I am at 3? I think I'm at 3 health right now. Okay, maybe it is a good idea for me to turn back on the ability to see my healing or see my health level at some point. Because without being able to see my healing, it's a little bit hard to tell if I'm about to lose with the next hit. I'm not at 1 health, at least. Elevator obstructed. I mean, I can unobstruct the elevator, maybe? Maybe not. I can't seem to break... I can't seem to break this stuff. And that means that I'm at another... That would put me at another dead end, I think. Unless I can figure out how to unobstruct the elevator. But it's a lot more plant than I think I can actually get past here. Yeah, that seems to be a lot more plant than I can actually make it past. Which means that we got the dodge ability. That's probably helpful. That's probably helpful for at least unlocking, or at least defeating... Oh, that could help with the boss guarding the entrance to Metropolis? Apparently there's a hole in the floor here that we can fall through. There's an item there. I just saw that item. I want that item. Yeah, I definitely want that item up there. I'm gonna try to grab it here in a second. Okay, we are a little bit short on being able to purchase a new upgrade, which is less of a new upgrade and more of, I'd still very much like to be able to see how much health I have at any given point in time. We are a little bit short on our ability to see our health. But I did see an item. I can definitely grab it. I just needed to be hanging a little bit further over to the side. Okay, I can't open the shell. I can't let you do that. Trust the spine, little unit. You shall know when the time is right. Okay, so maybe if I just get rid of the librarian, they'd let me open the shell. Yeah, because the elevator here seems to be obstructed. Unknown item. It's another coding component. More health does... more health is always going to be more helpful, or at least useful to some degree. I think. In theory. We do have... Honestly, I don't know if I like displaying the enemy's health, but I also want to display my health. But I like the extra damage and the extra layer of protection. And this stuff gets very expensive very quickly. I still keep noticing that there's what looks like 2 pathways over to the left area. Because you can kind of see on the map the, like, edge of where things are visible. Just a little bit. Just a little bit hidden there. Not a ton, but it's definitely getting there. If I got any comments for me? Not currently, I don't. Can I sneak through here? I don't think I can yet. Yeah, I don't think I can sneak through there. I'd very much like to open that up as a shortcut, but I'm not even sure if that is a shortcut that is openable. But I do want to check out those 2 other pathways that it appears we have over to the side. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check. I think I'm gonna drop down past this pool, check for a shortcut there, and then go look over here and see if I can open that door. That seems like at least a reasonable order of operations that I think will get me... It'll get me somewhere. Oh, right. I have the ability to dodge now. I need to... Yeah, I need to remember I have the dodge ability. Because if I remember I have the dodge ability, then I wind up doing... Then I can use it anytime I'm about to get hit to take not as much damage. And taking not as much damage is a definite 10 out of 10 thing I would like. Also, this gives me a little bit of knocker if I come this way to check this pathway. Yeah, they all say beyond repair, but I'm not sure I actually trust that they're beyond repair. Okay, that doesn't look like a shortcut that I just missed. It looks like it is actually well and truly impassable. So we can work our way towards the new pathway. Oh, this is the room that had the enemy that taught me that enemies can be on the ceiling, which is honestly kind of fun. This game's not doing a lot of explaining of its mechanics, but I'm honestly not entirely that annoyed because it's doing a pretty good job of teaching anything I need to know without explicitly needing the explanations. Which, I do like games that treat you like you've played a game before. And this game is winning in that category, at least. There are creatures up here. Because, yeah, the game is treating me like I know how a game works. Is that one of the helpers in the background? Or is that just a... That might just be a bit of just fancy text. Okay, there is just a gap in the wall here. This is not a pathway I've taken before, as far as I'm aware. I keep trying to hit the wrong button for dodge. Foundations. This... I don't know if I actually can go anywhere in this area now that I'm here. I'm guessing that would deal damage. Yeah, the frozen clouds do deal damage. I don't think I can actually go anywhere right now. That direction at the current moment. To be determined if there is a secret pathway that I'm missing. That is... Actually, I'm going to go... I should double check that there's not a secret pathway I'm missing. That is something that I am rather prone to doing. Is just missing pathways of different varieties. I just fell right into that. Yeah, I don't see anything off to the left. That is the evil grass. I see a pathway, but it's not one that I'm, so far as I can tell, I can actually access, because it's kind of above that evil grass. And I think it requires me to know how to interact with that frost first. I think. This is not the way to the other pathway down. I want to check if I can open that other pathway to the bottom also. So that could likewise be a decent pathway. Otherwise, the only other direction I can think of is the boss into Metropolis. Which the game very well might be telling me I should go that direction. I'm just not wanting to fight that boss right this second, because that boss looks a little scary and dangerous. But is a valid path forward. Because the elevator over there is blocked. I can't seem to get anywhere over that side. Yeah, I think it's either down or it's just past the boss blocking the way into Metropolis. One of the two. I will go quickly refill my protective coat, though. Because more healing is very, very useful. Or more health is very, very useful, because this game's full of pretty tough... Yeah, this game's pretty tough. I could get my ability stuff if I don't die, at least. If I don't die, at least, I'll be able to get my ability upgrades. Okay, this is where we got the ability upgrade. I don't think I can break the floor. Yeah, because I think it is... Oh, is that what the solid is? There's definitely something down there, but I just can't get there. That seems likely, because I'm walking this one girder there. I'm walking that, like, one bit of metal on the way across. Okay, one path at a time, but I think the only pathway we have left at this point is the boss fight, which is up top side. I'm gonna regain the ability to use or to see my health before I go fight that boss, though. We are a little bit stronger. We have 1 extra health. We have 1 extra health that we didn't have last time, and we have the dodge ability that we didn't have last time either. And I think that the dodge ability is going to be hugely helpful for all sorts of stuff, including the boss fight. But step 1 is got to get back up top. Because as far as I can tell, there's not actually a fast travel system in this game. At least yet. Which has the either upside or downside of requiring me to run everywhere. But that, I suppose, does mean I get forced to learn how the map is laid out as well. Okay, Dr. Holland's property. I want the effective dismantlement, because that gives me just a little bit more. I keep hitting the wrong menu button also. That gives me just a little bit more. Then we have 1 coding component. We have a couple of old cores still. But yeah, that lets me re-equip the ability to see my health and status. And then we have the pool of whatever the pool is made out of. I'm honestly not entirely sure what it is made out of, but I can equip. Oh, wait, it's not another upgrade. I just purchased something that I didn't intend to. Knowing your enemies is the first step to any battle. Okay, I guess we're not going to be able to see our health. I think our max health is 4 ? I'm going to temporarily equip our ability to see our max health so I can actually see what our max health is. Okay, yeah, we have 4 white splotches right now. Which I think is useful, especially for boss fights. I want to be able to see how much health they have. And I'm at least working off the assumption that I can't see health without that equipped. Hey, welcome to Stream Super Mario. Yeah, this is my first time ever playing. Yeah, this is my first time ever playing Memories in Orbit. I have heard that it's a very good game, and so far I've been very much enjoying it. And I have heard of Mina the Hollow also. I haven't played that game yet either. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We are defeat the terror of the ledge before it can attack. Not this time. Apparently there's an achievement for fighting that enemy. I cannot say I was expecting that. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Metroidvanias in general. So it's already it already is like going to be pretty well off in that respect. There is the boss fight over here. As far as I can tell, this is the only way forward. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this is the only way forward for me. Okay, I need to have better timing on my dodge for when he does that slam attack. Okay, that attack I also need better timing on. Because I have the dodge ability. That does give me a lot of capacity to dodge things. I just need to figure out the timing on that. Yeah, just been lazy on 100%ing the game. I tend to 100% games a lot of the time also. And so sometimes that takes a long time. Yep. Well, unfortunately, this is the only good news I bring. I did not expect to get grabbed right there. I have completed my diagnosis of the heart. She isn't just failing. She's rotting from the inside. There's no saving her. Not by ourselves, at least. What she needs is help from the other pearls. They still can't hear me, but maybe you will have better luck if you reach out to them. Just like you reached out to me. Yeah, from what I've heard, the game is very good and has a lot of very good ratings, but also, like, I flagged this game as a potential very good game before it even released. I just hadn't gotten around to playing it until now. But I had flagged the game as seeming very good just from, like, the very, very initial, like, 3 screenshots I saw on the Steam page when the game was announced. Back in, it was at some point last year. It was some point last year. Yeah, you don't 100% games as often as you used to, but when a truly special game comes along, or that's when you want to do it, that's honestly a perfectly valid reason to 100% games. I just have a little bit of a completionist bone, so I tend to 100% every game I can, or at least close to 100% games. If it's like, go collect 900 Korok seeds, or like defeat some tricky boss rush for no reason other than completing the boss rush, I may not 100% the game at that point. Okay, yeah, it seems like using the dodges to stay in close and just keep attacking them is the strategy. I just need to get better at, especially that one I need to dodge later than I think. Yeah, that attack I need to dodge a little bit later than I think I do. Okay, we just triggered a phase 2 that I was not expecting right there. Granted, I'm not sure why I wasn't expecting a phase 2, given every other boss in this game's had a phase 2 as well at this point. Okay, the dodge timing is tight, but the dodges are super powerful in this game, from what I can tell. Okay, I am very... I was about to say, I'm very close. Yeah, that was very, very close that time. I think if I didn't misread, or I think if I had a little better luck on the dodges, I would have made it. This game's definitely at least a little bit on the tricky side. It's not... So far, it's not, like, unreasonably difficult. Yeah, sometimes it's not entirely unreasonably difficult, but it is... It's definitely not a trivial game either. Yeah, sometimes it makes you want to do extra challenges also. Like Nine Souls, which was your 2024 Game of the Year. Nine Souls was a very, very fun game. Yeah, Nine Souls was a fun game. I think I 100%ed Nine Souls. Or at least I got everything that I could find. And had all my stuff. It had like all the progress stuff completed. I don't remember if there was a progress meter or not. I did take a damage. Can I heal it? I want one more Nakra droplet so I can heal that damage before I try to go into the area. Now I need 2 health. And now I need 2 health in order to heal fully before I fight the boss. But yeah, going for a no damage run on final boss is something you very rarely do. I mean, Nine Souls kind of forces you to do like 90% of a no damage run on the final boss. But yeah, that no damage runs are always challenging in almost any game, especially like Metroidvanias and whatnot tend to be pretty hard to beat. Metroidvanias and Souls-likes without taking any damage. How much Nakra do I have right now? 26. That's enough to heal the 2 damage I took. I kind of might want to purchase the like Nakra unlock ability or the free Nakra heal ability at some point, because that would be useful. You did a no damage run on the final boss because yeah, the final boss of Nine Souls is a fun one. Anyways, attempt number... I think this is a total attempt number 4, attempt number 3, since I've actually had dodge, which gives me the capacity to potentially even beat this boss. Because, yeah, fighting this boss without dodge was not going very well. Or I got pretty solidly obliterated at the start there. Okay, yeah, the dodge timing seems to not be terrible, at least. Okay, they are triggering something there. We didn't take damage on the phase transition. That does help. Yeah, the dodge timing is... The dodge in this game is very overpowered. When I get the timing correct. Yeah, when I get the timing correct, dodge timing is ridiculously strong. Okay, we have, I think, two hits before death. There we go. Yeah, the free heal is definitely going to save me more money in the long run. Yeah, I know that going back will full heal me. I'm also not sure if it respawns enemies at the save points or not. Okay, did they collapse? Is there a phase 2 here? Okay, that wasn't even a boss fight that gave me an achievement. Torn Overseer. Roots... Dwellings mend. It does respawn. That's kind of what I figured. I just think every time I run through an area, it's because I've died. And I know that definitely respawns things. Okay, we restored an Overseer and they just flew off somewhere? I'm not sure where they flew off. Because, I mean, the game seems to have taken some level of inspiration from, like, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight seems to have inspired a lot of Metroidvania mechanics, including several from this game. Not that it's a bad thing. And also some Souls-like mechanics. But also the lack of healing is terrifying. Like, the lack of just auto healing without being at the knocker basins is kind of a little bit very terrifying at times. I think I don't know if the defeating the boss re-healed me or not, so I'm either at 2 health or 5 health. Or I guess 1 or 4, depending on if I count no white dots as 0 health or not. And I'm not sure if I should or not. Okay, I can jump over. I'm assuming I'm just working on. Oh, that's probably actually safe. I was working on the assumption that this stuff probably deals damage, but that might just be me being a little bit paranoid. Open the door. That was a very big gate that we just opened. Welcome to the city. Enter Metropolis. It's via the central gate, apparently. I like these little robots that I keep seeing bouncing around in the background. They're not... They don't seem to do anything, but they are fun. Ooh, Columbina, I think is how I say that name. Welcome to Metropolis. Please make yourself at home. Be sure to watch your steps, though. Since the disappearance of the travelers, the blood has stopped taking care of the city. It has become quite dangerous around here. But I'm sure a capable unit like you will have no problem moving around. Feel free to stay as long as you want. I like them. They called us a capable unit instead of a, like, small unit or like a pipsqueak or any of the other things that we've been called at this point. Yeah, I still... This is a second point where I think it's expecting me to have two instances of the hair, of like the hair grappling hook ability, or some way to restore it in order to actually get up. Because I noticed that over in the area to the right also, which I have honestly forgotten the name of already. We did defeat that enemy, though. Yeah, because this area also had a very similar looking pathway. City gates, overseer missing? Attune? Oh, is this a... This is another save point, I think. Yeah, I will say if I feel inclined to go for true ending, don't feel bad about using a guide. It's incredibly convoluted set of guides. I mean, I live stream things. That's basically my guide, is wander around till I find things and or live stream. And or ask for help in the stream. And welcome to stream, Arya. I am back. I've been back for a little while. I had a interesting last year. Yeah, I had an interesting summer last year. Okay, it appears I cannot go further into the city. So where am I supposed to go? I'm missing something. Because I can't go through that door. Not gonna find the training doing that. I've been doing pretty well. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well. Yeah, you can help me when I try to do true ending. Probably gonna be needed eventually. I mean, I'm already lost. Because elevator blocked. That appears to be blocked. I don't think I can get up there. I don't think I can jump across there. That seems to be blocked. I don't think I can get there. I don't think I can get up here. So where do I go? We've at least made it to Metropolis. Yeah, you don't doubt yours more so that they just made it incredibly convoluted and you're surprised people found it without a guide in the first place. I've seen games like that before. Yeah, you swear that map is identical to Hollow Knight? I mean, it's a Metroidvania. Every Metroidvania seems to have a very similar-ish looking, like, map screen, I've noticed. Something I've noticed, because there's 2 areas where I have a, like, grapple point, followed by a pink fruit, followed by a grapple point. And as far as I can tell, I can't actually make it up either of them, because so far as I can tell, my grappling hair doesn't recharge until I land on the ground. Which is interesting. Does hitting a purple fruit reset my grapple hook? It doesn't seem to. Unless it resets... Because, yeah, it's like not resetting it till I actually land on the ground. Because I hit it, and then I'm hitting the button. I could be missing an ability upgrade, but like it's like it definitely gives me an extra jump. I do know that much. Granted, it seems like any damage I deal to something gives me an extra jump. Yeah, this would be easier to tell if I had my HUD. That costs 5 ability points. Yeah, it also does look like the Nine Souls map. That is also true. Well, also, I just realized that you did not type that in English. It does look like Nine Souls map also, and kind of the Ori map, and the Silksong map, and the Ender Lilies and Ender Magnolia maps, and okay, I can't go up there. I can't make it up there. Oh, there is a pathway here. This, I think, is at least a new pathway. It's a shortcut. Okay, that's a shortcut. Yeah, might be useful to turn the HUD on, but honestly, I've kind of been preferring the. It's like I either have spot for the HUD or the enemy damage upgrades. Yeah, you start with it enabled for a reason. I do suppose that's fair. But yeah, the fact that it costs 5 means that I can't equip as many other things if I have it equipped. Which I suppose is honestly fair enough. Yeah, might be a good idea to turn it on at some point here. Because yeah, though I suppose I can equip it from the other respawn point in Metropolis. That I suppose would make sense. I suppose that would make sense. How'd Hollow Knight go, by the way? You saw Hornet 2's eating well. Hollow Knight, I've 111%ed like last year. And we're in Act 3 of Silksong at this point. But yeah, you can tell you having enemy health bars isn't as important early in this game. I suppose that's also probably fair enough. But yeah, I suppose that's also fair enough. Because it is... I mean, I like the health bars. Granted, I have no idea how to read the health bars other than if they run out of the white part of the health bar, I seem to defeat them. I have no idea why we have 2 black dots instead of 1, or why any enemy has like differing amounts of like the black part of their health bar. I legitimately have no clue what's going on with that. So far, at least. The last percent in Hollow Knight is Pantheon 4. But yeah, but yeah, maybe the HUD is more useful than having my health bar. Because, though I do suppose that, oh, I already got that item. But yeah, I do already have that item. Because yeah, what depends on whether or not what type of player I like, because there's decisions that are capable of causing friction with the player, but done in favor of their lore and world building, and it works for me. I mean, I've played a lot of different games, and it's very, very rare that I actively dislike at least games in like the Metroidvania or Souls-like genres, provided that they have like the things that really bug me are not so much like story or lore or decisions like that, or like branching paths or whatnot. The things that really put me off of games are like if it doesn't feel useful to play, or if it like doesn't feel fun to play. I need to equip. Okay, I now have my heads-up display again. This game so far is a lot of fun because it's like, yeah, it's like not restoring my. It definitely doesn't restore my ability to grapple again until I land on the ground. Because we have the same problem in, I think it's this elevator shaft here, where it's like a dash up. Try hitting the green one. And neither of these seem to really restore my ability to grapple. I seem to not restore my ability to grapple until I land on the ground currently. So my working theory is that I'm missing a pathway. I'm missing an ability upgrade somewhere. Because we have the exact same barrier both over here as well as on the other side of the map here. Exact same puzzle. Yeah, I mean, it very well is possible that we're missing an ability. We have like 2 ability upgrades right now. I don't know how to get up here because there's the like dangerous purple grass and then like some frost orbs coming across. That's not a platform I can drop through. I don't think that door's locked. I think both of those doors are still locked, but I feel like I might want to double check that. Elevator blocked, could not get past there. That door seems locked, and I think I couldn't jump across there. One of those is definitely a obstacle that I can actually make it past. Yeah, the glaciation is less terrible here than the ruins, but still, be careful. Yeah, one of those is a pathway that I've marked off as not traversable, but is actually traversable. I just don't know which one. I think I'm doing a decent-ish job of exploring. The ice physics is fun. Yeah, the ice physics, when you really get like a long chain of it in a row, is a lot of fun to mess around with. Okay, I want to take out the enemies. Okay, I suppose the enemies don't have that much health yet. So I suppose, yeah, the heads-up display is probably more helpful. I really like the fact that I can use the, like, hair ability to get to items, or to, like, grapple onto enemies to get up places. Okay, yeah, it's not a slow recharge. Okay, can I please take out the enemy? Yeah, these flying enemies are still a little tricky for me. At points. But yeah, you just memorize how many hits it took enemies to kill enemies. The problem is that it seems that some of my attacks do different amounts of damage. So I think just straight memorizing isn't actually helping. Also, this was not the pathway to the, or back to the left. Back to the right. I still once again promise I do know which direction left and right are. But yeah, you found it incredibly consistent. I've noticed that, I mean, granted, my last attack does deal more damage because I have that equipped right now. But I have noticed that it feels not entirely consistent to me, but I could also be going crazy and hallucinating that. That is always a valid possibility with me, is that I'm just reading way too much into part of the game. I mean, every time I run across one of these, I might as well condense my droplets into ones that I won't lose. Because we can get more protective coating as well, if I have enough of these, I think. Oh, we only have one of the 4. So I have 2 I can purchase for, I think it was like 200 each, I want to say. I want to say it was 200 each. I mean, but yeah. The game so far is very fun. Elevators off to the right. I will say I'm also very bad at navigating in games. Anybody who's watched me try to play any game before knows this. I think that door is locked still. It's good to double check at least that I didn't like just completely miss unlocking a door. I think this door is also locked. Yeah, that door is also locked from the other side. So I think it is probably something over by Aviary. It is probably something over by Aviary then. Because that's where we unlocked. That's the most recent area we unlocked, but it seemed like we got stuck over there. I am going to go use the save point on this side also. Yeah, the maintenance modifier seems like it's going to save me a lot of Nakra in the long run. It's 300 each for the others. It does seem like this is going to save me a lot of Nakra in the long run, though it does take 10 to equip it. And I want everything equipped, but I don't have nearly enough ability slots to equip everything. Oh, this... I probably could have fast traveled back, couldn't I? Oh, wait, no, I need overseers at them, I think. That is probably the fast travel system, though. Honestly, this one might not be as useful as just more Nakra from that combo of abilities, at least for the moment. Yeah, I think it might be the aviary is the pathway forward. So, or something over in green area at least. Yeah, somewhere over in green area at least. Because we had an arena that didn't really seem to lead to anything. Up off to the right here. Because we came over here, we got the dodge ability. We got the dodge ability, and then we got nothing else. Yeah, we got the dodge ability, we had an arena, and then it was just elevator obstructed. Which is interesting. But yeah, I think I mentioned it also. This game has a really nice looking art style. It's very unique from what I'm aware of as well. Because yeah, elevator obstructed, and it does not appear I can break whatever's obstructing the elevator. And I don't see a way to get past here. Unless I can... Yeah, because I don't think I can phase through things with my dodge ability. And I don't see anywhere up that I can go. I'm like just trying to look around because I'm obviously missing something. And I also suspect it's probably whatever this ability is. Because we have abilities 2 and 3, but not 1. At least according to that list, which I'm assuming is possibly in order. Oh, that... is that what we're missing? That's something at least. Though that might not actually be what we're missing, because that looks like it's just a platform. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily mind being lost in the game. I just got to figure out, what did I miss? Okay, nothing here. There are these platforms. I wonder if these lead me somewhere? Not really. Not really, at least. so far as I can tell. Nothing up there. So it is probably something off to the right. Yeah, I'm guessing it is something to the area off to the right still, though. I just have to figure out what I'm misreading. Or just messing up. Or just missing. Which we'll get there. Yeah, very, very, very pretty game so far. Yeah, that's the elevator that's obstructed. Is there something top left of this room, maybe? Okay, because, yeah. Okay, I have my ability. I can sort of work my way up here. Okay, I can get... This is new... This is a new area, okay. We found something. I don't know if this is progress, but this is something. Letter from Tomo. Another one of them. Sam, good news. The decay is not communicable. I'm fairly certain of this. After having spent so much time among the farming units of the Haven, I dare say that if they were contagious, I wouldn't be able to write these words by now. For once, we can thank the fall of the network, I think, since it requires an old-fashioned, consensual wired connection to transmit data from unit to unit. We're pretty safe from any unwanted spreading. Even contact should be safe, as long as you keep your ports closed. And no, before you ask, I'm not reckless enough to try that. Unfortunately, it's all I can learn from the farmlings. They're too simplistic in design to teach me anything relevant. It comes from their task, I suppose, keeping the travelers fed. Not something to be distracted by some form of sentience. I don't blame them, but it sure doesn't help my progress. Tomo. Okay, I do think this is just the direction I was missing. That looks not friendly. I want to attack it. Yeah, I'm just going to attack it. I'm just going to attack whatever it is. That looks like a boss. Crow Automated Reaper. That's a boss fight. That is something new. Yeah, what was it? Because, I mean, wasn't sure what I was missing, but we were missing something for sure. Also, I keep hitting the wrong button for dodge. I keep trying to, like, use a dash button. Yeah, I keep trying to use, like, a dash button for dodge instead of a attack button. And it's... Actually, I suppose it's also still just the dodge button for this game. Okay, we are... Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage there. I think I need to figure out the better attack pattern. That is a lot of goop there. Okay, we are out of health. Yeah, that... I kind of... I do like the extra layer of protection. Because being able to take one more hit from basically anything is useful. I'm guessing Crow is the path forward, though. Yeah, I'm guessing that Crow's the path forward, and I just had not realized I could get up to that room. But this does seem like a valid way to solve whatever puzzle I've found myself in. Okay, I want... Oh, because it's another one of this type of puzzle, I think. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely the correct pathway. I'm going to hit them as many times as I can right at the start of the fight. Yeah, they seem to not be... Okay. I should dodge when they're above me? I hit the wrong button again. Yeah, I keep hitting, like, R1 instead of triangle for dodge, and it does not work. Okay, that hurt a little bit. Okay, the timing is not terrible. They are basically a scarecrow, it looks like, though. Okay, we did make it to... I'm guessing this is about half health. Yeah, I'm guessing that's about half health when they start the waterfalls going. Okay. This boss is a little tricky. But turns out that boss fights in a game are gonna require you to actually learn how to do them. That's not actually a surprise to me, don't worry. See, that is a lot of... I'm just trying to think through the boss fight and what I think would be the best approach. That is not the correct button. There are a lot of buttons in this game, and I keep hitting the wrong one for... Like I said, I keep hitting the wrong one for dodge, because this is dodge, this is not dodge. Dodge and attack are both on the same part of the controller. Yeah, bosses actually make you learn the patterns. I just took a lot of damage right there. And also learn the timing for actually being able to use the dodges. Yeah. I do always like difficult bosses. That is like my preferred... That is something I strongly prefer my bosses to have, is that, like, actually high level of difficulty. Because that means that you actually have to learn the boss. There's actually a skill ceiling there. In that it's basically just... You can't just wail on the boss randomly. You have to learn their timings and their telegraphs and their attack patterns and whatnot. Depending on the game, exactly which combination of, like, timing, attack telegraphs, and, like, attack patterns and whatnot that you can actually learn. But it's always something. And you also get the rather fun occasional combo of learning when you can actually, like, counter the boss. Because not every attack is going to be a counterable attack. And some of them are... Okay, that attack goes a lot more horizontal than I thought it did. Yeah, some of these attacks have a lot more range than I expect from them. And the timing is a little bit trickier than I thought. Yeah, the timing is a little bit... The timing window on dodge is weird. Because we have a bit of a delay, and I can't just spam it. I think I need to untrain the part of me from 9 Souls that's like, oh, we have the equivalent of a parry attack. Let's just spam it. And with no concept of timing. Also, if I lean too far to the left, I lose face tracking. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm sitting far enough to the right of my chair that I don't fall out of the face tracking range for my model. Okay, this boss seems doable, though. They definitely seem reasonable. I think I just need to get a little bit better at the parry timing there. I can also jump under or go over instead of dodging them. Yeah, some of them go too fast for you to dodge all of them later in the game. Yeah, I kind of figure, but also for this boss fight, it seems like dodging is probably also the intended solution. We have the teleport or the hairpin in the middle also, because some of these attacks, it would work. Because I can just, like, dodge. If I hit the dodge with the correct timing, at least, I can just dodge. That attack is much larger range than I was expecting again. Okay, the timing for the dodges on Crow seem to be a fair bit later than I'm expecting them to be. Because I'm triggering my dodge, like, I think, like, half a second too early-ish. Yeah, wait, it's always like, wait, wrong game. Because, yeah, there's so many... I play so many different games as well. Yeah, I play so many different games, and I also, like, switch between 2 or 3 separate Metroidvanias at any given time also. I occasionally, like, miswire how to do various attacks and whatnot in my brain and just, like, basically play the wrong game. I did have the advantage of I played 9 Souls after Hollow Knight, so I spent the first half of 9 Souls not remembering to parry anything, which also didn't work out very well, just in a different way. We are making it up here. I do think I am learning the patterns for the boss. I just need to be better on dodge timing. Because the dodge timing seems to be the primary problem I'm having. Is that I'm dodging a little bit. Yeah, my dodge timing has just been a little bit off. Which means I keep getting caught by Crow. Okay, I need to actually remember to use my dodges also when I quit when I'm not going to be able to avoid an attack. Because yeah, the dodges are about a half second later than I'm pressing the button when I'm missing. And if I remember that, then I can delay internally. I don't remember exactly when it's been so long. Yeah. Nine Souls. Nine Souls is a very, very good game. And Hollow Knight, I think, has a slower start to it. Okay, gotta be careful with Crow here, because yeah, I think... Okay, that's a little terrifying. 3 in a row. And then they're just gonna fall down, which means I can hit them again. I have no idea how much health they have. Yeah, I have no idea how much health they have. Nine Souls is a very, very good game. I do kind of want to play Nine Souls again at some point. Because good art style, very, very good music. Especially some of the bosses. Difficult boss fights, fun exploration. Balanced boss fights also. Yeah. This game, Memories in Orbit, actually kind of reminds me of Nine Souls a fair bit so far. Even if the systems are a bit different, like it feels similar enough. Okay, yeah, I almost missed that dodge timing. Okay, because when he throws the like rock things out at me, I can run towards them. Yeah, it's definitely closer to Hollow Knight than Nine Souls, but it at least gives me the vibes of same vibes as Nine Souls, even if the game plays not Nine Souls and is more Hollow Knight. Because you get both vibes and you get like actual gameplay mechanics. Granted, I have played enough Metroidvanias in my life that I have seen like every single combination you can probably think of for mechanics for Metroidvanias. Because I really have played a lot of them. Include not just the ones I've played on stream in the past, but all sorts of just other ones as well. Okay, they are not in a good spot to counter there. That hurt. Yeah, they're kind of doing slightly longer combos now. That one is the spot I can counter. Okay, apparently they're out of health. Yeah. Nine Souls doesn't focus on this exploration much and puts that into a fantastic story, secure gameplay, and a linear experience. That is a fair point. And Hollow Knight definitely puts a lot of focus in exploration. I like it. I like how I didn't have any clue how close I was to defeating that boss till I dealt the final blow. But I think, does this let me unbarricade the... Oh, this gives me an upgrade. This is probably the upgrade I was missing. No Tomo here either. That's not surprising. Oh, this is Samsuke the letters are going to. They never had good reasons to come to the Haven in the first place. Their role was first and foremost to keep company to the travelers in Metropolis. Make them feel comfortable around us machines. Be their friend. Anyway, we need to look elsewhere. Come here. I have something that should help you navigate all that vegetation. That might be helpful if it lets me... It's an ability. But yeah. All Metroidvanias do kind of, to some level, feel similar, though. Even if they're not. Okay, what is the ability? Oh, I'm guessing this is the ability to restore my energy, or to restore my health. Or I guess restore this ability. Okay, because strike to refill energy. Got it. So this is just the ability needed to get up here. She bears the memory of a land long gone. Okay, there we go. Travelers and pearls alike. Okay, because I can then come over here. I can hit that. I can jump up here. I can hit that. So I was just missing an ability. No life exists above the other. That opens up 2 new pathways. That opens up both the pathway in the Metropolis that we couldn't get up, as well as the pathway to the right of this area that I couldn't get up either. Which I suspect is... I mean, that's progress. Yeah, it's funny that your favorite Metroidvania games are usually the ones like Nine Souls and Laika. I don't actually think I've played Laika. I want to. Yeah, I definitely want to. Okay, because I can get up here now. Maybe I'll add that to this thing also. Yeah, compelling story and commit to that, even if the other traditional Metroidvania aspects aren't as focused. There's a lot of just different variety you can get in Metroidvanias also, because some of them are more like exploration, upgrade focused. Some of them are very story heavy. Hand's Greed. Damage inflicted on enemies increases for each layer of protection that MIO has already lost. That's an interesting trade-off. Yeah, I mean, one thing I always like in games is both exploration and story. Which is why I like Metroidvanias, because I don't mind the story being... Not to offend many Metroidvanias, a lot of them have very abstract and obtuse stories that are hard to understand. Which is not necessarily a problem, but still something. And then I like the combination of like a decent story and lots of places to explore and lots of shiny objects to pick up. Which does make for some very fun games at times. Yeah, the Ori games, for example. I did quite enjoy the Ori games. They definitely weren't my favorite games ever, but they were games that I definitely enjoyed playing. And sometimes all you need is just fun, even if it's not, this is my favorite game of all time. Because everybody's also going to have different favorite games. We are in approximately the correct spot now. Yeah, now I can actually head up this if I can actually remember to make my jumps. Because now I can climb up that. That was actually pretty easy now that I have the correct ability. I was trying to like use the extra jump you get to work my way up here, and it hadn't quite worked out as I would have liked. Yeah, you replayed both of them when it was the 10th anniversary last year. Was it 10th anniversary of the game last year? I played them both for the first time, like, actually not that long ago. They were they were basically the game, at least a couple of the games. How do I get across that gap? I want to get across that gap. Yeah, the Ori games were 2 of the games that I played earlier this year, shortly before, well, playing this game. And that was actually my first time I had played them. That might have opened up something like the elevator. I still want that item. I want whatever that item is, but I don't know if I can get to it right now. Because it's close. I can almost... Can I get like a little bit of movement jank out of... Oh, I get a little bit also out of the hair. Because that feels almost doable. But not quite. I think that might require an additional movement upgrade to get that item. So I'm going to mark it. I think I'm going to mark it on the map as there's an item in this approximate area. Because I don't know if I can get up there yet. There's also a lot of the purple angry purple. I'm not sure if it's not sure what that is. If it's grass or what. It's something of that variety. It's something of the vaguely grass-like variety. Okay, there we go. And we can heal for free also. Yeah, gameplay for Ori is kind of basic, but you love everything else about it. Still think to this day, no other game looks better. It had a very, very distinctive art style that was also quite good. Is there a secret pathway here? I see that Nakra item underneath, but I don't see a way to get there. Okay, not hostile. You never know which enemies are going to actually try to attack you. This is another arena. Okay. Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah, that's not a terrible arena. Gather 2,000 Nakra droplets. I definitely don't have 2,000 right now, but apparently I've picked up 2,000 throughout the game. I'm gonna run back to the fountain and heal. Because the fountain is not that far away. And well, yeah. It is a very good game. Or it's a very pretty game. And sometimes you just want to look at the... Oh, I know the endings. I saw both of them on stream. And the endings of the Ori games were some of the only endings I've seen recently that actually, like, got an actual emotional reaction out of me. Because it's hard for games to do that at this point. So more so just because I've seen a lot of games. Okay, I just attacked a dog, I think. I feel slightly bad. But I think I get an old core out of this. Probably an old core? Yeah, an old core. Apparently we're looking for upgrade person's friends somewhere. Not entirely sure where as well, so that I can get more upgrades later. Oh, I honestly did not see that damaging water right there. Okay, there's some more solid Nakra here. I think I'm going to keep saying Nakra, not Nakra, like 6 different ways throughout the entirety of the game at this rate. But I honestly think that's probably okay. Okay, there is a chameleon. Chameleon? They're not dogs, they're chameleon type. Why does that make me think of a chameleon? Avoid the angry sand, or not angry sand, angry plants, angry bushes. Angry sand's hollow, or Silk Song. Angry dirt is... Oh, this is another shortcut also. Yeah, angry dirt would be... Actually, not angry dirt. Angry grass would be Rain World. I guess this is also kind of an angry grass. Step 1 is also spend about 3 more seconds actually thinking before I put a sentence together. Because I tend to ramble, if you guys can't tell. I definitely start to ramble at times. But, well, it means that there's not a lot of dead air, because I can just start talking to myself and just ramble on and on and on and on for absolutely ever. This is expensive. That stuff is all expensive. And I don't have more ability to get upgrades. Yeah, the amount of games that made you cry on one hand is not very many. There's 9 Souls, Ori games, like What Remains of Edith Finch, Life is Strange game. In this game, okay, that's 2 hands. I mean, maybe you're a alien that has 12 fingers on a hand? I don't know. Do I? I don't think I want to. There's a pathway up there that I missed. Yeah, maybe you're an alien with a lot of hands. Granted, or a lot of fingers on a hand. Maybe you're also an alien with a lot of hands. Who knows? I don't know. I only have 5 fingers on each hand. Last time I checked. I haven't checked in a little while. But last I checked, I'm going to go turn my not solid Nacre into solid down here, just so I don't lose it. And or get enough Nacre to... Because there's a fairly close by spot. Yeah, games that emotionally resonate, you become one cement as your favorite. I think that's honestly fair. A lot of games don't put a lot into the emotional aspect and are a bit closer in how they behave to either like a mobile game or just a like live service, like first-person shooter game. None of which are. You don't see me playing those games. You see me playing like Metroidvanias and occasionally Souls-likes or Souls-like Metroidvanias and the stuff along those lines. Okay, I suppose I could buy the 2 extra upgrades but I'm not. I think I want to wait till I find another coding component, or can buy 3 of them just so I'm not wasting my money on something that's not immediately useful. Because saving a little bit of my money is super helpful. Super helpful. Just in case, because you never. I still do not know if I'm going to randomly encounter something. Oh gosh, I forgot that these things have tongues. I forgot that these enemies have a tongue, and it is quite long. Can I go? I'm too far to the left already. I'm looking for that like diagonal, that path that's leading like up diagonally to the right, which appears to be like directly above me here. There it is. The map being vaguely useful is also greatly appreciated by me. Oiwa, listen. This is a nice view, don't you think? It's a small taste of what the Promised Land will look like when we find it. I can't wait to see it. This game really does have a, like, phenomenal bit of artwork. I'm taking a screenshot of that, and I don't normally do that when I'm playing games. I mean, I guess I can condense the Nacre droplets into crystals here also. But yeah, some of those have emotional strings more than others. Some of them are just a watering feeling. Tears, some of them are waterholes, but you remember them? All the same? Yeah, I mean, emotions are a very, very powerful thing for a game to be, especially if a game manages to actually pull on people's emotions, it's usually going to be a very good game in general. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah, that is a lot of enemies right here. Okay, I want to thin out the number of creatures here. I almost hit I was hitting the wrong button for dodging, but I don't think it matters because I think we won. I still don't know why we have 2 black dots for health instead of just 1 for our last health bar, or why they even exist at all. Candle, beeswax, braided fiber wick. I am not sure what that's useful for yet. I'm sure it has a use. Yeah, I'm sure it definitely has a use of some sort. Can I get on the ceiling? I feel like I can get on the ceiling here. Maybe not. Oh, I can do it from this side. There we go. Because I want to break whatever this is. Because that feels. Oh, this is a pathway up. Oh, this area is a lot larger than I thought it was. Koss, listen. Oh, is this one of the upgrade person's friends? At some point I'm going to remember their name. Ah, I hear them. They're all around. They want to hurt me. Please make them go away. Oh, are we going to have... Yeah, I was slightly low on health right there. We lost 179 Nacre droplets to the pond. At least those seem to be going to something vaguely useful. At least the knocker drops we lose to the pond seem to be not entirely useless, at least. They have a use. Even if it is not the biggest use ever. But yeah. Whoa. Sounds like this game also has the emotional aspect that's gonna gut punch me at some point later on. Which... Oh, right. Do not fall into the danger grass. It is... dangerous. I don't have any droplets I can condense to crystals because I lost them all to something over here. Oh, there is... This room doesn't have a upper area, I don't think. Oh, maybe it does. Oh, there is another pathway here. I want to clear out whatever was to the right first, though. Yeah, I want to clear whatever's to the right before we go up that way. Because I can't help but think that it is going to be something... There is going to be something of use if we can defeat that second arena as well. I can go up here. Is there a heal point close by? Like up this way? I don't know if there's a knocker pool up here. But the tongues of those things are long. Okay, that is another spot I can't get up to yet. There's another spot that I don't think I have enough vertical mobility to make it up there. Okay, but there is also not a heal point, so I guess I get to go into this room with half health? I want to clear out a corner to start, I think. Yeah, I think I want to clear out a corner to start. Because the fewer enemies that there are just running around, the generally safer off I think I'm going to wind up being regardless. Because these enemies aren't terribly difficult. Okay. Those enemies aren't terribly difficult if I'm expecting them. Are the baddies gone? Oh, it's one of these guys. Oh, I think we already saw him at one point. Thank you very much, kind person. I will go find Miss Mel now. That's her name. I hope she isn't too worried. I was not expecting them to run at the screen. Yeah, I was expecting them to like run off to the side, not directly into the screen. Which I suppose is kind of fun. I suppose that is kind of fun for them to... The game's definitely taking advantage of the fact that it's in like 2.5D instead of just being a flat 2D game. Because like I can also kind of like look around a little bit to the sides and whatnot, and it does help also. I'm going to crystallize my droplets and then go up. We'll talk to the Mel person next time we inevitably run out of health. Because something tells me that is basically a guarantee at this point that we're going to run out of health at some point or another. Okay, I can get up here pretty easily, though. Yeah, this is not a terribly difficult area to get to. The junk piles do also, from what I can tell, seem to respawn. Is this a platform over here? That is not a platform over there to the left. That stuff is also dangerous. Yeah, the walls of solid water are dangerous, and we also just got eaten by the grass. The fact that the grass is the most dangerous thing in that area is kind of amusing. Or at least mildly amusing me. My very rough hope is that this unlocks the ability for me to get more ability points. Or ability slots to equip stuff. Listen to Mel. Just in time, lass. One of my scraplings just got here with a fresh load of broken gears. Yeah, bringing new meaning to touch grass. All in bad shape. but nothing I can't fix, especially with an extra pair of claws at my disposal. And the correct amount of nacre, of course. Care to take a look? Yeah, Mel's scuffed selection, worn out gears and parts. That's a lot of coding components. Yeah, that is a lot of coding components that we can unlock at this point, which is increase the number of modifier slots but removes one layer of protection. That's an interesting upgrade. Quick recovery after getting hit. I do think I want the extra modifier slots as my primary item here. Yeah, I do think I want that. Yeah, gotta always remember to touch grass. Except if it's the red evil grass that wants to eat you. or I guess the blue rain world grass that wants to eat you. Video games apparently like to have grass that eats you. Yeah, this will let me modifier center, equip at least a couple more things. I do like having the extra attack damage there. Yeah, it has a few of those that give you more slots but give you downsides. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. If you're willing to have less health, I mean, I could also turn off the 40, or not the 40, the 20 health, or the 20 slots that are giving me one extra health slot as well. It might do that at some point. Particularly because I can probably purchase a lot of the upgrade slots for my health pool. Oh wait, I'm already too far to the side. I keep forgetting how quickly the pathway up is. Because like I like having at least 4. I like being able to take at least a couple of hits. Okay, can I go this way? There is something over here. And then I can go up again, I think. Where was the other pathway up? Oh, shoot. I just fell into the... I think the game described it as pearl-eating grass. Which I suppose kind of makes sense. How did I get up there? You'd think I'd remember how I got up there, because I just came from that area. But I apparently cannot remember. Oh, it's over on the right side of this creature. Ah, right. I'm going to lose all my health to the grass. I think it is an aimable ability, at least. The, like, jump. Okay, let's try to not lose all my health coming through this area again. Yeah, nacre droplets can be salvaged from the junk. Because I need to be at least a little bit careful getting up here, from what I can tell. Okay, because, oh gosh, I did not realize that those were moving or that those platforms kind of were falling down. Requires Bell Tower Visitor Pass. Interesting. Is this another shortcut? There is another chameleon down here. We are in a shadowed area. I gotta say, I do quite like how this game does the shadow effect. Being the slightly darker colors with like the hand-drawn shading. It is something that I find super nifty. Yeah, something that I find super, super nifty. Hey, look, it's a unknown object. It's a modifier. Increase the number of modifier slots, but nacre basins stay dry. Oh, it is another one of those abilities. Gives me a couple of extra slots, but I can't heal at nacre basins. Fascinating. It's also not a shortcut. I was kind of hoping that might have been opened up a shortcut, but this wall seems to be fairly solid. Yeah, the wall seems to be fairly solid at this point. Which is... I'm falling into the water. Yeah, the wall's being fairly solid. Oh, maybe there's a shortcut this way? There is a small amount of Nakra over here, at least. I cannot make it through there. I'm not even gonna try that jump right now because I'm pretty sure that will just have me get absolutely wrecked. I did not expect that to get that loud in the music right there. Loud on. Sancho's been searching for his bell tower pass for the past 399 years. He's turned over every stone, searched every cranny in the area, a few thousand times each. Okay, so the bell tower pass is just missing somewhere in the area. What if it fell in the gloom water? Oh no. Ooh, healing. Yeah, I do greatly like having that free Nakra healing, like, charm thing equipped. That, so far, is proving to be exceptionally useful. I don't... Oh, I see it. I see where we need to go. This is a platforming challenge. I just saw the purple fruit kind of off to the left, in the direction we launched. I'm gonna check down first. But there is definitely something up there. Okay, I think this is just another shortcut. But there is a pathway to the left here as well. There's a lot of pathways tucked around this map. This feels like an arena. No, really. It's not an arena. Oh, did we just open... This, I think, is actually a shortcut, then. Yeah, that is actually a shortcut. I'll take it. Travelers used to go into that room to dance and sing when the light was dim. But now... there appears to be none of whatever they're calling travelers surviving. I feel like there's a boss fight over here. Yeah, this feels like a room with a boss fight of some variety. Broken shard reminisce, or a memory of some sort.
Go, my dear.
Go, my dear.
Save the heart.
Save the heart. I think the game's audio is a little quiet coming through the stream sometimes. Shard of the eye, atone. Asma, the eye, a voice that carries the weight of aging. I don't want to atone to the eyeball. I want to... I don't know. I don't really know. What would we even be atoning for? But, like... yeah, what would we even be atoning for? Oh, we opened up this doorway now also. Oh, that's kind of helpful. This elevator is definitely not traversable, though. I do wonder what atoning does. That almost makes me want to do it. Yeah, lacking tribute. Okay, apparently... oh, we need... are we... oh, that's where the candle goes. Got it. That's where the candle goes that we had. And we have this shortcut here. And then we have the Nakra Basin off to the right. Somewhere. Where was it? I needed to go up. Oh, those are like one-way platforms. Oh, I hadn't quite realized that those were one-way platforms that I can go up but not down. Through. That's presumably quite helpful. Okay, because this is a... oh, this is a platform challenge. I see where I think I need to go. Then I need to go over here. Oh, and then I need to hit it through the floor? This is definitely platforming, and I am pretty notoriously terrible at platforming in games. But also, I do figure it out eventually. Okay, I need to be a little further to the side first. that will let me... Okay, that grass is that grass is angry at me. That will let me launch over there. That will let me launch up here. Which will let me come through here. Use a downwards dash. I didn't even intend to use a downwards dash. What did I even do to trigger a downwards dash? What? the game's like giving me a random pop-ups for discovered new ability. For like, you did something. I legitimately do not know what I did there that it thinks was a downward dash. Okay, then I need to jump over here. Bounce off that one. Okay, I need to make sure I hit that platform. Yeah, the world. Yeah, I definitely just triggered an ability that I did not realize existed. Okay, I need to be more careful at doing that left attack. Oh, is this going to be where the key is? This is probably where this is either a key or a other useful item. Yeah, there's a lot of platforming sections in this game, especially later on. Like, I did take Hollow Knight's Path of Pain. Instead of one big challenge, just mini Paths of Pain spread throughout the world. Yeah, I got the other message. Sometimes the YouTube chat that I'm reading off of shows one message before the other for whatever mysterious reason of the YouTube algorithm or the YouTube code base is more spaghetti than my cooking. Okay, this isn't terrible now that I don't think this is terrible platforming, but I do like the fact that it basically gives me infinite tries here. Hey, I do eventually catch up on all the text. Yeah, this is a slightly longer platforming section than I was expecting as well. So I'm not sure why I was expecting a not long platforming section in the game that I know nothing about. Oh gosh. Yeah, the grass is hungry. I do think we have all the abilities needed to clear this area, at least. I do think we have all the abilities needed to clear the area. Okay, I need to be a little bit further to the right before I use my hairpin there. Which is not terrible. Okay, I launched way too far up there. Yeah, you like the platforming challenge in the game? Platforming challenges can be fun. It's not that I don't enjoy platforming challenges. It's just much more that I'm pretty infamously terrible at platforming in games. Which makes the platforming challenges just take forever. Though I say that as if I didn't complete Path of Pain, like, in half the time people were expecting me to complete it in. And I'm also saying that, like, I haven't beaten, like, Celeste and whatnot. Okay, oh, we get a shortcut. I will take shortcuts. There we go. There's something over here. Junk pile, Nacre deposits. Yeah, that platforming wasn't honestly terrible. It was a little bit longer than I was expecting. I'm gonna knock around and beat up all the junk piles so that we can get through here. Though we are at one lower health than I would have liked. Yeah, we are at lower health than I would have liked. I'm gonna just... Those ones have a lot of health. I kind of want to run... Yeah, I kind of want to run back to the Nacre pool, though I'm not sure I can. It's slow... Going through it. Getting through all the stuff at every stage. Only finally getting to the end to die to the 2 guards. I did not die to the 2 guards. I almost died to the 2 guards at the end of Path of Pain. because I was not expecting them. Ooh, it's an item. Shiny items on ground are always fun. It's another candle. I suppose that's another possibility. Where are we though? Oh, we're still up at the upper level. Yeah, we're still up at the upper level of the elevator here. I kind of want to go down and update the map so I know where I need to go. Yeah, the run back after dying to them and absolutely breathing through everything in 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, once you do a difficult platform challenge, I find that the muscle memory likes to stick around for quite a while and make it quite a bit easier the next time through. Okay, let's map updated. Thank you. Because I'm not sure what pathways I'm missing. Okay, I'm missing a pathway to the right. Yeah, I'm missing a pathway to the right up there. I'm also looking at the stream time, and I think I have a little bit more time. Because I do have other stuff I gotta go to today at some point. But, well, where's the fun in that? We'll eventually make more progress here. That goes up a lot further than I thought it did. I suppose that is kind of where I need to go anyways. I suppose that is generally where I need to be going. Because I'm trying to make it to that spot right there. That's the spot I can't... That's the spot with an item I can't double jump for. I'm trying to make it up to, like, that pathway. Because that seems like a new pathway to me. Or at least one that I have not fully explored yet. That is presumably accessible. It is, at least in theory, a spot I can get to. Because this is the bell gate that's blocked off. Maybe we should go to Metropolis. No, not yet. I like the robots, like, maybe... I think they're trying to give me a hint that maybe Metropolis, but there's also still something here. Oh yeah, we just hadn't been through this pathway yet. Oh right, this was the pathway that I'm pretty sure I can't actually get through there. So maybe it is... Maybe we do have to go to Metropolis next, because we have the ability needed to get somewhere over there now. Even if it's not where we were previously, or even if it's a different pathway than previous. We have a pathway in Metropolis that's open to us. Let's not fall in the poison gloom water. And then I kind of want to go back this way a little bit, because there is the guy the robot that will crystallize my Nakra here. And this makes it a little bit easier to stock up on Nakra at the very minimum. Okay, there's 2 items I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get further to the right. I do think it's probably Metropolis is the next area we need to head to. I was definitely paying attention to where I was walking right there, and definitely did not just walk straight into the the evil grass without noticing. Definitely what was happening there. It was just me walking into that intentionally because I totally knew where I was going. 100%. Yeah, 100% knew where I was going. I'm gonna go check the shop again, and because I don't remember how expensive a lot of these things were. Our feet kind of slightly detach when we're falling. That's interesting. Okay, we have several of the components. The reduced latency might be kind of helpful at times. It might be kind of helpful at times, at least. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just buy the other 2 coding components so that when we find one in the world, we just instantly unlock it. Instead of needing to... Because I'm presuming we're going to find one in somewhere around the world at some point. Oh, they're talking to us again. You searched within yourself and you found the voice of the eye, restoring her to her full strength. She was the only presence on the vessel turned entirely outward. She searched for the promised land, our final destination. Always thoughtful and ever patient, this one. I should have seen her mark on you sooner. It's just like her, really. Send her best messenger to wake the vessel up, even after she herself is gone. Her name was Ozma. Let her be remembered. Oh, is that the eyeball that we had found? Oh, that's a little bit... I think that's progress. Yeah, I think that's progress. Ooh, Pearl Severed. Ozma the Eye. Attune Ozma's voice. So that's... Status attuned, Ozma the 7th incumbent. Betting 710 years ago. Site destroyed greater than 2 years ago. Then we have the spine, the blood, the hand, the breath. Is that our objectives? I think those are the objectives we're trying to eventually complete. Oh, there's another character down here. Ati. I should have guessed you'd be the one stirring trouble across the vessel, sister. You're going the wrong way. The heart can't be saved. I know that better than anyone else. What you should be striving for is elsewhere. This ship once had a purpose. That is where we need to spend our efforts. That's also quite interesting. I wonder if that might have something to do with... Honestly, I'm not sure what that might have something to do with. Can I open this door? Or do I not have enough horizontal... I might not have enough horizontal movement yet. Because if I have a feeling if I can, like, launch myself to the side, but a little bit lower down, so I don't hit the ceiling there, then I might be able to make it into that vent. But the game also seems to really want me to just land in that, or hit that ceiling. Yeah, the game seems to want me to just hit the ceiling there. I don't think I can sneak through that. Progress saved. I still don't have the ability to warp anywhere. Modifier center. We have a couple. I do. These are interesting ones. Because I can equip it, and it gives me more slots. I don't think I want that though. Either way, I am about out of time for streaming today, so I'm going to have to, unfortunately, call today's stream here. We'll be playing more Memories in Orbit next week, as well as more Silk Song and Ender Magnolia next week. I don't remember which days I said I've been doing which one. The schedule's on the final screen, though. It was on the end screen. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope you had fun. This game is very pretty, and I'm very much enjoying it so far. I'm kind of disappointed it took me this long to actually get around to playing it. Because it's a very good game so far. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe so that YouTube doesn't banish me to the Shadow Realm. And I hope I'll catch you all in a future stream. Bye-bye.